the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. It's out of weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt the whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag drain the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga. Ayy, yup, point is, running to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, spit the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. The money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch, every time they wanna act foul. It's out of weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt the whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag drain the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit. Ayy, oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga. Ayy, yup, point is, running to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, spit the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. The money, make it flip, yes I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga Every time a nigga start hating and wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating and wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga, throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a stone, had the Charlie burnt the whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag Dre in the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating and wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating and wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga, ayy. Yup, point is, run it to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating and wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating and wanna act loud.
What is good, chat? What's good with y'all niggas? If y'all in here, what is good? Your boys is back. We are back. Hold on, where the shit at? Hold on. I'm moving slow. Give me a second, man. Shit. It's only like our second day out here, cuz. It's only our second day out here. We just our second day monetized, my nigga.
We getting adjusted to this shit, dog. Alright.
Nigga. Doing money dance, nigga, in this motherfucker. Niggas.
For the love of mine.
Start hitting my Dion, nigga.
For real.
Yeah, start doing the Dion strut in this motherfucker. Run fast in the bitch, nah. Just playing. But what's up with y'all niggas though? Where everybody doing? How everybody feeling? I'll let everybody roll up in here so they can see what the fuck going on. We got some shit going on today. Yeah, we in here about to react to a whole bunch of shit. Damn, Lowe said they need to trade Jaylen Brown. Fuck. Alright.
I told you, balls the streets come with heat. And they said, I got players for nigga like you.
I got players for niggas like you.
That's crazy.
That's tough. That's.
I don't agree with it, but what he say? I told you.
I told you.
You
ain't tell me shit.
What's up with it?
What's up with it?
He said, Winston Churchill says success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Yep.
That nigga knows something.
That's Winston Churchill.
Nigga knows something. He ain't lied.
He ain't never lied. But what's up with everybody though? We about to get in here and start watching some bullshit though. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in to us. You know, we just talking right now while I get ready. Wolf already ready. I'm the only nigga that's fucking up right now. So yeah, let me hurry up and get my shit together so we can react to some bullshit, chat.
On one.
Niggas been on one.
Put that on Zom.
Put that on mom.
Real Badash and shit.
Yeah, what you into? What you into? It's my first time here. Well, shout out to you for pulling up.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for pulling up. Shout out to you for pulling up. Yeah, we be
oh shit.
What you tell me where we from? Huh? My high ass. Go ahead. You got it, dog.
Yeah, I'm from Memphis. My nigga from Berkeley, but when I'm in Berkeley, I'm from Berkeley.
Yeah, South Side.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Hey.
Over there right by the park and shit.
Yeah. What school you went to?
Man, hey. The high?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the high, you feel me?
Get fast learner, yo.
Yeah. Nigga quick on his feet.
No, for real.
I should have said pass any hall money, bro.
Okay. What we say?
Anything's possible!
Anything's possible!
Anything's possible. Man, shout out to my boy. But yeah, we in here. I'm from Berkeley. He from Memphis. We came through. We be podding this shit. But this is our stream. Yeah, we stream every night. We
Said
pod
I'm
all
from
the time.
California. What part?
What part of California you
Is
from?
that too personal? We in the Bay.
Yeah, we in the Bay. You can say the Bay, and we understand. We feel it though. Shout out to you though.
Shout out to Tanisha.
Tanisha, shout out to Tanisha. You know, real California shit, man. Hey, Wolf, he from California when he out here. Thank you for welcoming me.
Yeah,
in.
it's a family thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody welcome, and it's only
One way out in a box.
Come on, man.
Shut up.
You're welcome.
She said Dago. Is this short for San Diego?
Yeah, you from Dago. Hey, call Dago. You better call Dago. If you know about the lore behind, if you watch No Jumper, the call Dago means something.
What that nigga?
Nah, call Dago means.
Yeah, I'm hip. See?
Yeah.
Nigga ain't even got to tell me that. I just go ahead use my peripherals. San Diego.
Context clues.
Man, nigga knowing what goes on.
Shout out to San Diego.
Man, my shout out to y'all. I ain't never been there, but we gonna be there one day.
I've been there 3 times in my whole life. And the first time I went is because my brother homie had a studio out there. So we drove from Vegas to LA and then we drove down to Dago. Nigga, this how you know we was trying to get it. Niggas, we slept in the studio. He had some shit like this. It was a little bit smaller, but shit like this. Just like our pod studio. Nigga, we was in there sleeping and going to the mall and shit to get food and go do shit. It was cool though. It was a nice time. What's the name of that mall y'all got that's like out? It's like a mall, but it's like outdoor. It's like a big ass promenade mall thing, but it's like an actual mall, but it's outdoors open. I forgot what the fuck that shit called. It was clean as hell though. I fucked with it. But shout out to Dago, man. But yeah, we about to react to a couple things. We might end up in Moose Man's Discord stream shit. Just depends on what's going on. We supposed to hop in last night. That's our fault, Moose Man. We was high reacting to shit. Our fault. You can blame us. Our bad. Really blame me. My high ass fault. But it's good. The weather is nice. Yeah, the Dago weather is super nice. Super nice. We're gonna take Wolf to Dago. Adventures with Wolf. We're gonna take you to a whole bunch of California shit you ain't seen yet.
Man, my dad's house.
My dad's house. The swap meet. Nah, it wasn't the swap meet. It was the other shit. It's like a promenade. It got all of the. It's got the regular mall stores and shit. If y'all call it the swap meet, then my bad. But when I think of swap meet, I don't think of shit like that. I was think, you know.
I think like the flea market.
Yeah. Or like Slauson or like Durant Square. That's what I think of swap meets and shit. And the little shops, little markets and shit. But yeah, y'all, hold on. Let me go to the fucking watch later. Hold up. Let me see what the fuck we got on here. That's crazy. That video title right there is crazy.
Yeah, I had clicked on it. It's reverse psychology. It's reverse psychology.
Yeah, to get
to make you click on it.
Yeah, it's a clip farm. Such thing. The fuck, I forgot. This nigga brother is on here. That nigga look like he into some weird shit.
He the real killer.
He the one that probably did it.
Man, where his brother going down for this shit?
You gonna watch that first?
He said, okay. I didn't know the nigga had a brother.
I didn't either. All this shit is news to me. I also want to watch the shit about Kodak. Cause you know the nigga got arrested this morning or yesterday for trafficking. What was he trafficking? He was trafficking MDA, like Molly and shit, MDA. But they said it's cause they found his fingerprints on a lean bottle. He wasn't even there. Like, so Plaza Bonita Mall, that's it. That's that motherfucker. Hey, Tanisha, man. Shout out to you, Tanisha. Thank you for helping a brother out. Cause I did my high ass did not know what the fuck the name of that shit was. But hey, Spidey, why you talking about yourself like that in the chat?
Man, I don't know why you man ignore that nigga. Fuck him. That's what he want us to do, to talk to him. All we see is Tanisha lame ass nigga. Anyway, what fucking video
We'll be having it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, shit, though. They only do that shit just
To get the
so
attention.
we can talk to them. Nah, nigga, I'm through acknowledging niggas.
He said, nigga, he said we monetize them. Nigga, what? I'm acting different. My body different.
You know what I'm saying, girl? There's a limit on that shit.
Hey,
All right, nigga, it's time to get a new spiel.
too many of them. I'm putting super chats only on shit and members only.
No, for real. Nigga come in here, good fan shit, nigga. This ain't the space for that.
Don't come in here fucking it up for everybody, cuz. All right, so where we gonna go? David, little killer brother, or are we going to Kodak?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that nigga brother. We can go there.
I just wanted to see why he public enemy number one. What did he do? Unless he said he could have said some crazy shit. But I don't know. But fuck it, let's go Kodak. Let's see why my nigga got sent to jail.
In Orlando
Damn.
regarding multiple callers
Damn,
reporting.
Nick.
Hold on, man. Swole neck ass nigga, hold on.
This nigga got a green one on. Where the fuck is he finding these V-necks, cuz?
You buying them hoes in singles. Like square.
At this point, he going to Ross. You know the shirts that be hanging on the hanger? Green one, finally. And you got the hat to match.
Put that hoe up on her.
Oh, that shit is crazy. Nigga got the hat to match. Good God, bro. This shit is sickening. This shit is trifling. This some trifling ass shit, P. Not even gonna lie. All right, y'all. We about to get into this. This is Seti Nash. Kodak Black facing 30 years after Orlando drug trafficking arrest exposed. So yeah, y'all, we about to see what's going on with our boy Kodak. Was he doing the Kodak bop when he got arrested, or what was he doing? Because they say he was trafficking MDA. If y'all know what MDA is, that's some high shit.
That nigga ain't never been to the NBA.
You're welcome.
Kodak Black got a $75,000 bond, but I want to
Damn.
get y'all to the actual story because how this shit unfolded is crazy. Basically, it says that on November 24th at 1 in the morning, Officer Chavez
This nigga
responded
read.
in Orlando regarding multiple
Man, he gotta
callers
read- he
reporting
gotta
hearing
read the
gunshots and
documents,
seeing
man.
numerous vehicles parked where no shots
Do you want the nigga to
originated.
read it, or do you want the nigga
Then
to
the
come
cop
out to
hopped
it?
out.
Well, that nigga
full
shot
patrol
3 motherfuckers
uniform,
and he been selling
which,
coke
you
for the
know,
whole
the vest
night.
on and all
Like
that,
clips of other
and then
stuff.
the word police on the front
I don't like
and the
when
back
this
of it.
nigga read.
Now what ends up happening is the uniformed police officer has the damn Orlando
education.
Department shoulder patch on it. So he's
Read
basically
shit.
showing y'all,
Start
I'm the
doing that
police.
shit. Nigga, just
So it
read
basically
the
lets y'all
shit
know
if
he
you
was
gonna
super
do it, but he
identifiable as
remixing.
law enforcement. And as he pulled up, several
Nigga,
people.
read the shit then be like, so basically,
So I've been hanging out with
nigga, I
Memphis
ain't
people, man.
stupid.
It's the music,
Just
you know,
read
they got me,
Some
man.
people
They got me,
be
man.
watching is.
Basically, he pulled up, see several people gathered around two
So
running
that's-
vehicles.
that's where
with
he
the
make his
headlights
money.
on, and he basically approached the vehicles to his right. He see the BMW SUV. Inside the BMW SUV, he saw 3 people. Then the cop approached the driver's side door and could immediately smell freshly burnt cannabis emanating from the vehicle. What y'all rolling over there is what the cop said. So the damn cop decided, I'm gonna investigate this instead of a shooting, which doesn't make any damn sense. But we gonna keep on reading. The cop basically say, hey, shit, you got your medical card? He said that to somebody identified as Avin Joseph. And then Avin Joseph said, nah, I ain't even got one, bro. So then the cop observed what appeared to be an open container protruding from under the passenger seat. The cop knows the Mercy Drive area to be a high crime drug area. So the cop says, based on this, in working in a specific area for almost 5 years based on the smell of weed and no medical marijuana card. Whoa, that's that QR code, man. Y'all know what that is, man. They said no more 5. Nah, double that, double that, double that, double that. Put 10 to win.
Shut your fat ass up.
Ain't got to discuss that. Go ahead and don't be an Adrian Broner, man. Don't be a hater, man. Do your thing, man. Start playing games and figure out how you can win and spin on this Thursday. And the sounds of gunfire being reported at this damn location, there's probable cause to search the vehicle. But once again, if there were multiple gunshots, where did you
What's up with it,
see?
bro?
Not
Any
out
bullet
game.
holes?
What's good,
Anything?
go.
Like, did you take your goddamn flashlight out? Did you scan any freaking anything?
Yeah,
like
flash
nothing.
some damn body.
You didn't search the ground for shells. You didn't search the gates. You didn't search the houses for bullet holes. You just smelled burnt weed.
That's it, nigga. Said rapper, weed,
And
nigga,
that was enough for you to do that? Okay. So he found probable cause to
My
search
nigga
the
said
vehicle.
singular.
Additionally, it should be noted that Joseph has a suspended Florida driver's license. But sitting in the driver's side doesn't mean that he was actually driving. Now, some could argue because the car was on or whatever the hell. But that's just like saying, well, you know, it's hot as hell, so we turned on the AC. But whatever. So upon searching that BMW, the cop located a bag in the trunk containing 56 grams of cannabis in a sealed marked cannabis bag and a metal container containing a pink substance. Now, that pink substance, that pill, it tested positive for MDMA using an OPD-issued NIC kit. And additionally, in the bag, the cop located a passport that belonged to somebody named Trayvon Hardy, and $60. The money bag, weed, MDMA pills were placed in the OPD property as evidence. So they put it in an evidence locker. They said, oh shit, we done already crashed something.
You need to react to that.
While searching the BMW, somebody else pulled up. It's Kodak Black.
9:30,
Officer
y'all. Oh,
began
hell yeah, we're going
the
to react
search.
to it.
And what did he find
Go
out?
crazy. Moose and them
Oh,
still
shit.
alive?
Hey, man, listen, we got to find another vehicle.
Hell
We
yeah.
did? Yeah, green Lamborghini. That was occupied by a sole rear passenger, identified as James Demetrius Twitty. Now, Twitty, he was sleeping in the passenger side. Next to Twitty was a white leather bag. The cop walked over to the passenger side of the vehicle to open the front passenger door. But here's the kick. He had no reason to basically do that.
birthday.
If you
Happy
see
birthday.
somebody sleeping in a $250,000
about? Whose birthday it
vehicle,
is?
why the hell would you open the passenger
Nikki, it's
door?
your
But the cop
birthday?
said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and open
Happy
that
birthday,
door.
Nikki.
You the birthday.
You
So
the birthday.
he goes on to say, as he walked around the side of the vehicle to open the passenger door without entering the vehicle, viewing from outside, how convenient, he could see white powdery substance
What's
on
up
a
with it?
$100 bill
What's up with
on the
you?
front floorboard. Should be noted that next to that $100 bill with the narcotics on it was a pink pair of scissors. Those
Niggas doing coke
scissors
at the dollar
actually
back in the day.
was seen.
Rolled that bitch up like a blunt.
You got it.
Ah.
With Kodak Black. I'm a super enhancer right here. So they're saying these are the same pair of scissors. These scissors right here. Let me go ahead. These scissors right here match these scissors that's already have the blue thing on it. I just hurried up and destroyed the English language with that. So
Bruh.
what it says is it should be noted
No, that's
that the
old.
picture that
That's
has
old.
2
They say
rings
that
on
on
the
the
floorboard
shit.
match the rings
Oh,
worn by
my shit
Kodak
tripping.
Black. So Kodak basically has his rings and his scissors on there. The cop didn't say, you know what,
Oh,
I know
this
what
shit
I know
tripping.
because
That's
I'm
what-
trained and experienced in
what
this
the
shit.
fuck?
So the cop says those substances are narcotics
changed the
because
shit.
who else is putting white powdery substance on a dollar bill unless you're a fat guy like Seven Days
Accident,
and you know it's
accident.
powdered
My
donuts on
birthday in
there.
August.
Sounds good. So he basically
happy early
says
birthday
that he
to
took
me.
the drug, taking a drug identification
this
course.
is
That's where his
tripping.
education come from, just because he could be able to see it. But it's funny because it could have been baby powder or anything like that. But nope. Furthermore, the interior of the vehicle smelled of freshly burnt cannabis. Based on this, the cop
Yo,
woke
my
his
fault.
ass up from the vehicle and conducted a probable cause. So the cop basically
should've knew it was gonna be a
did
problem
not
when
do a
that shit
thorough
updated.
enough investigation and figured and said, you know what, I see some dudes kicking it out here. I'm finna go walk around and basically start searching shit and everything. And that's what it's boiling down to because this story
That shit
seems
so
like
shady
the
as
cops
well.
were searching for a reason to arrest. Because you had to write why you were there most of the times. Now,
Show
sometimes
early,
it's
man.
in neighborhood watch. We're
Never
used to
saw
these
early
faces
birthday.
and all this shit and everything.
Shout
and
out
they're known,
Brazil.
blah, 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 whatever the hell. But this story, it goes way worse and deeper real quick. Check it out. Search of Twitty in the vehicle. As
He
Twitty
nasty
was
for having
exiting the
flat brim
vehicle, he reached
fitted.
down towards his waist. Shirt came up slightly, which allowed the cop to see a holstered firearm in his right
Nasty
side.
for reading this at regular
It was
speed.
actually concealed. So he let the cop know, I got fire on me. So the cop, in whatever reason,
fix
decided
it,
that
yeah,
he
for sure.
said, I'm about to remove this gun so that you don't shoot me. So the Glock 19 9mm handgun bearing the serial number of CHDM 912, basically that this goddamn thing was ready to be converted. Why? I don't know. But let's read it word for word. He said, based on my training experience, it is my opinion that this weapon is designed to or may readily be converted to expel a projectile by the action of an explosive. That's him showing off. Yeah, we know you put a shell over a piece of metal that can fit in there, you put some gunpowder there, and then you spark it and pow, there it goes. The projectile fires from the nozzle of the firearm and the shell expands out the side of the gun. Congrats, cop. So Twitty basically say, hey, that gun is mine, and I got my license for that, which he did. So all that shit wasn't even really needed right there. So he's a legal carrying United States citizen. Twitty stated that nothing in the vehicle was his. He stated he had won the money in a casino but could not show receipts besides one dated November 14th, 2025. Because for some odd reason, once you get money from a casino, your ass is just supposed to spend it. So to hell with a damn savings account. So the cop conducted a search of the Lamborghini SUV first. The cop removed a white leather bag that was next to Twitty. Inside the bag, he located 28.32 grams of cannabis packed with 8 separate containers. One container marked THC level at 36.46 and another at 36.99. The cop tested the sample of the damn weed with a kit, which measures if the substance or hemp tested positive for cannabis, obviously. And based on the bag being directly next to Twitty, he being the only person in the vehicle, Twitty being armed with a firearm, the damn cop said, you know what, this is enough right here. We're going to hit you with over possession of 20 grams and a concealed firearm and the commission of a felony. What that felony is, I guess we'll continue to find out. So he went on to search the vehicle even more, which resulted in another pink bag at the rear passenger seat being located by another officer, Sergeant Chase. Inside that bag, a plastic bag containing substance later identified by FDLE as MDMA was located. The bag weighed a total of 27 grams. Inside the same pink bag, the cop located $37,000 in multiple denominations. Meaning
Like in
there was
Florida,
hundreds,
it's that easy to have
tens,
weed, but
50s,
you know
20s,
why
probably a
I-
couple ones or whatever. Wouldn't be no ones.
You know why some niggas I found out too don't be getting their medical marijuana cards in the states that require it? You can't get a gun if you have it legally.
That's out here too.
If you got a medical marijuana card, you can't legally have a gun. So
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, it's one thing when you young and you in that environment. I can definitely understand cons of getting into shit, because that's all you surrounded by. But once you get the cheese, this nigga ain't just got no cheese. He been up for a minute. And then he been going to jail since he been in limelight. And it's like, God damn, fam. At what point do you just be like, cause like I said, bro been popping for like a decade. Like, god damn.
every 3 years it seems like he in trouble.
Like real trouble too. So it's like, fam.
And you just got off a border gun case, nigga.
No, literally, bro. Like, what you on? Like, just chill, drop. It ain't even like he can't rap, bro. You literally have a fan base. You have talent.
And every couple of years you come back with a hit, like an actual hit. So it's like
People still want to work with you, fuck with you. You just not in the mix. Like, he ain't in the mix unless he in the news for this. Like, you don't see him with no rappers.
and you always be doing, and he always be doing some wild shit. He always getting caught up somewhere he probably shouldn't be as a rapper.
He ain't even been on those screens. He'd be perfect for screaming
Like
if he
when
was
he
sober.
did, like when he did that shit with Kai Sanam before he popped that yurt, he was going crazy. That nigga said it's a glitch for the Twitch. I said, oh, no. A glitch for the Twitch is crazy. But, hey, it is what it is. People gonna do what people gonna do, bro. Like, I don't know. Shit just crazy. Like,
I just feel like he getting old enough to realize that, like, he got kids and shit. Like, it'll be different if he was just fucking his own life, bro. But you ain't just you. You got kids. So it's like, nigga, you gotta be even growner.
to even be up fucking
like
with this
you,
shit.
kids with an S, like you got children, like cuz. You got
few.
lock in, cuz. It ain't that shit over with. You tripping. Like, it's time to lock in, cuz. All that going to jail shit, it ain't gonna cut it.
At all. But hey, niggas gonna do what they gonna do. They get money.
Funny.
start
But
bugging.
anyways, the cop located that money, and then inside that bag was numerous documents to the name Bill Capri, a.k.a. Kodak Black. This fool even had his prison ID up in the damn card, foreshadowing where the hell he was headed to right after this. So they found that with his name and all that shit, and then the documents found inside the bag a bottle of Hydra. I don't know how to say that shit, but basically, promethazine. He had the lean in there. And then alcohol level above 0.7% inside the bag as well. Bottle was turned over to OPD CSTS for latent print processing. The sample of the contents of the bottle was taken and placed in the OPD property. The evidence for testing a Frisbee was in the same bag because, you know, it's windy as hell in Florida with all the palm beaches and tornadoes and shit. The cop picked up 4 latent prints from the damn Frisbee. These will be submitted for testing. A tablet was located and submitted to the police department as well for latent print processing, basically saying, we're going to find out who this belongs to. The narcotics, money, documents, and Frisbee will all be entered in the OPD property and evidence. The prints were not sufficient enough to acquire any matches because if you know, like we know, we've been lied to about fingerprints. So we want to see below another damn picture. That sounds fair? Alrighty, let's keep on going. You see the stupid ass shit right here. So, as you can see, this appears to be the same bag. Located in this bag was a distinct lighter. The cop viewed Kodak Black's Instagram as he self-snitched on himself without even knowing it and saw him using what appeared to be the same lighter. The photo below of the lighter, and you can see the lighter seen in the Instagram as Haitian Boy Kodak's.
No,
on November 23rd, 2025. Everyone on the scene was asked if the bag belonged to them. Hey, this yours, this yours, this yours. The cop asked everybody. And they said, hell nah. Even Kodak Black said, man, that ain't my shit. I'd never seen that bag in my life. So, when Kodak was informed about the money in the bag, he basically attempted multiple times to have the money turned over to him, claiming it belonged to his business. Kodak, however, would not claim the bag or any of its contents. So the money's mine, which you should have just chalked that shit up. But you know, nobody wants to just give up $37,000. Under the rear passenger board, a loaded Glock 23 40 caliber handgun was located by Officer Chase. And based off of the cops' training experience, it's the cops' opinion that this weapon was designed to basically shoot. Everyone on the scene was asked if that gun belonged to them. And once again, everybody said, hell nah. Then based on where the gun was at and the proximity to narcotics and no one claiming ownership of it, the gun was taken. Then the gun was swabbed for fingerprints. No fingerprints were found on the gun, but multiple DNA samples were taken. So based off what the cops say, additionally, a BWC was activated for this dang incident. So on the scene where the people Giscard, I don't know, Giscard, I don't know, Arquita, Dion, Masnick, some other people, I don't know who the hell these people are. They did more and more searching, more and more digging, and they decided to say on April 17, 2026, the cop received a FDLE report for the substance found on the pink bag, and the substances were identified as MDMA with an official weight of 23.34, and I guess an additional 0.25. The trafficking weight for MDMA is 14 grams. And based on that shit alone, because of the weight, your ass is being hit with trafficking MDMA, even if it's for personal use, because you can only be Jim Irsay of the Indianapolis Colts, God rest his soul, and have that much shit upon you. So based on all the evidence, the cop finds probable cause to charge Kodak Black with trafficking MDMA above or below 14 grams. No, what the hell is that? Greater or equal to, pardon me. Greater or equal to 14 grams, but under 200 grams. An arrest warrant was issued for Kodak Black, and that was on the 30th of April. Then they basically say, you know what? We're going to arrest him. He got arrested yesterday, and we find out today. He gets his bond, whatever the hell. But Cohen, he spins the story a whole entire different way. Not saying he's not supposed to. That's your lawyer. That's what he's supposed to do. But I found this to be interesting.
Judge, this happened in November. Oh, before I get to that, we also self-surrendered for the court's edification. We self-surrendered. He was in California. I had him fly back specifically for this case. I was notified by the U.S. Marshal Service and given the opportunity to surrender. U.S. Marshal Service was beyond professional in this case, just for the record. But if you read the affidavit that is attached to the warrant, Judge, essentially what happened here was there was two vehicles.
Yes, sir.
Neither of the vehicles are registered to Mr. Capri personally. An officer approaches the vehicles. One vehicle, he says, smells like marijuana. He searches that vehicle, finds something in that vehicle that is unrelated to Mr. Capri. The second vehicle, and he doesn't even see Mr. Capri on the scene at this point. The second vehicle, they then inspect. There's one person in that vehicle. There's two bags next to that person, both in the passenger side of the vehicle. One bag has drugs in it and some other items. The other bag has what he initially says, and he doesn't put this in his affidavit, he initially says that he tests it, and it tests as 27 grams of cocaine, which is just under the trafficking amount of 28 grams. When he then sends it in, allegedly, it becomes MDMA. So I also have his original report that says when he originally tested it, it tested as cocaine. Inside that bag, there's some items that he says belong to Mr. Capri, an identification and some paperwork. He then sends things off to get printed. None of the things in that bag come back to Mr. Capri as his fingerprints. I think there were several latent prints taken off. None of them match Mr. Capri. At that point, then Mr. Capri approaches the officer and is now on the scene, was not in the vehicle, and doesn't make any admission that the bag is his or anything like that. The officer then goes one step further and goes on Mr. Capri's Instagram, and on one picture in his Instagram, there's a picture of him standing next to a bag that looks like the bag that was in the car. Now, I know PC was already found, so I'm not going to argue PC, but it's really screaming at me, but I won't argue it. But, I mean, the case law on this is so very clear, and I use two very, I think, esteemed cases. One of them is Edmond v. State, and the other one is McCrae v. State. And I'll just give you a very brief one.
Right, so let me ask you this before we get into the case.
Yes.
One, has a copy been given to the state?
I'll give her a copy.
Because certainly last thing we want to do is have a hearing by ambush.
I use these in a lot of the construction possession cases. So the Edmond case is kind of an amazing case. The police raid a house on a warrant. The guy's hiding in a closet with wet cocaine next to him in a hole that his head is within 1 foot of the hole. On the stove is cooking cocaine. Next to the stove is his ID and some paperwork. In a bedroom in the house is more paperwork that belongs to him. The court found that's still not enough for constructive possession. It's kind of an amazing case, and I'll give you the exact site for it, but it's Edmond v. State, and the state has a copy of it. The other one is McCrae. In McCrae, they're pulling a guy over. They pull him over, he jumps out of the car and makes a run for it. As he's running, the officer sees that he's playing with his waistband and makes a throwing motion. He puts him down on the ground, arrests him, and tells the other cop, hey, go back and see what he threw. They find a baggie of cocaine, no fingerprints on it. They print it, no fingerprints on it. And the court says that's not enough for constructive possession. Those cases are so much closer to constructive possession in this case. And I would just ask the court, in considering a bond, to look at the case, to look at the affidavit that's with the case. And I understand that the typical bond on this is $50,000. I'm asking for a $10,000 bond. I on my way here on the train, I was typing up a motion to dismiss. It's just there is not enough here.
Right, and I'll stop you there. I mean, obviously, you know that the motion to dismiss is for another day. We're here for the sole purpose of determining bond and conditions of bond. Your client,
and I appreciate it, Judge.
I understand the arguments presented by your counsel. I think one of the things that was left out was, well, you weren't necessarily claiming ownership of the bag. You were requesting that the funds within the bag be turned over to you. So there at least is some tie, seems like, to the court to that bag. Nonetheless, I think in terms of bond, I am going to slightly increase the bond. I think based upon your, not the fact that you're a rapper, I think that has no binding, but the other factors that the court considered is your prior criminal history, including 12 prior felony convictions, 2 misdemeanor convictions, 1 failure to appear. That was quite some time ago, so I'm not giving a ton of weight to the failure to appear. But I think an appropriate bond in this case would be $75,000, so that's going to be what the court sets the bond at. As conditions of your bond, I am going to order that you not return to the scene of the offense, which is 910 Airvilla Road, Orlando, Florida, which is the Children's Safety Village. Additionally, I am going to order that you not have any contact with any of the co-defendants in your case, so specifically Mr. Avon Joseph and Mr. James Twitty. Additionally, you are not to possess or consume any drugs or controlled substances without a valid prescription. Additionally, this should go without saying because you are already a felon, but you're not to possess any weapons or firearms. Additionally, I am going to order that you not have contact with any of the other witnesses in the case, so specifically Gisgard Kantave, Arquita McDougald, Dion Rogers, and Mazrik Sanmelis. Aside from that, I believe those are all the conditions that I think would be appropriate in this particular case. Obviously, if you all are seeking to have the bond modified or reduced, you can file the appropriate motion with the assigned judge. I'm sure they'll be in the document to address that for you. I'm also not going to order that you surrender your passport. I don't deem you to be a flight risk. Again, you only have one prior failure to appear dating over 10 years ago. So, Mr. Cohen?
Yes, Judge, this is one thing. One of those individuals is his brother. So I don't know how you don't have contact with your brother.
Which one?
Nasnik. And then the other ones, I think there's some cousins involved in there. One of them is his manager. One of them is his road guy. So
Which one's the co-defendant?
It's not a co-defendant. You said no contact with the witnesses.
Right, but before that, I said Avon Joseph and James Twitty.
Yeah, I don't mind about that. That's fine.
Okay.
But there's the other individuals that had nothing to do with this case that were just on the scene. One of them is his brother, Masnick.
Okay.
And then I believe one of them is I think two are security and one. Yeah, two are his security.
All right, which two?
Which two are those? Cantave and Dion.
All right, so I will permit you to have contact with your team, so your security, and so that's Cantave, Rogers, and Sanmelis. You can have contact with them, so I'll strike
Great.
the conditional.
Perfect.
All right,
Thank you, Judge.
so much. Best of luck to you, sir.
Judge.
You as well.
In a day and age of what we would call red pill that preaches accountability, will we do that for Kodak Black at all?
I don't.
I can't feel bad for Kodak Black. I know y'all want to be on that. Oh man, he's blah 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 and all of this shit. And I get it. All right, Kodak Black talented in music. He's a good rapper. He's a face of his generation for sure. He got in some beefs that some of y'all would agree, some of y'all would disagree. You know, the YB better, Kodak better, and all that shit and everything. YB is clearly better. But that's neither here nor there. We had to ask ourselves.
If Kodak worked just as hard.
When you keep doing it to yourself, why don't we point the finger at you?
So it's hard to say.
But y'all remember the last time when he had the prescription pills or whatever and the cops pulled him over and all this shit? His mom was crying. She was like, oh, take that chance for my baby. Don't take my baby away from me. No.
Nigga, that's forced grade. You had to find that.
Everybody was like, damn, bro, you letting your mama down.
And it had
Then your baby mama, she got hit up for drug trafficking not too long ago. So now, I'm not sorry for what I'm about to say. You facing 30 effing years because you want to kick it and get high. You do know you could have did this shit in your house, right? Like, you do know you're a multi-millionaire. You could have went home in your backyard and did this shit.
Have a place to get high.
This is junkie behavior, bro. So you got to kick it
or just
out
don't
anywhere.
Get high at all. How about that?
Strapped up, drugged up, a lot of money, just to chill because you got a green Lambo. Shout out to the car nice as hell. I ain't gonna lie, you know, shit. Nash need one of those. I'm just too broke. I might get something real quick and steal some body parts and buy a Lamborghini. But this ain't about setting Nash's broke ass reality dreams. I can't feel bad for Kodak, bruh. I can't. And the fact that I can't feel bad for him means what the hell are y'all doing? Are y'all feeling bad for this person? Honestly. This nigga been having brushes with the law for like the last 10 years. He done did state time, he done did fed time. He done got pardoned. He done did all of this shit, bro. So it gets to a point, it gets to a level where you gotta go,
a glitch for the
man,
twitch.
I think you might be a fucked up person and you messed yourself up. It's all right to admit these things these days. Not sorry. So when I think of the level of Kodak Black, y'all keep on saying, oh, Nash, man, he needs some therapy. He needs to go down to rehab. No, he don't. He need a real reality check. Cohen gonna do what he supposed to do. Get all that shit. And if he beat it, all right. But at the same time, the lesson ain't gonna be learned. It just ain't. We're at a day and age where responsibility only gets thrown on women. And now when men try to respond with all this shit, we all of a sudden supposed to understand. I won't understand. I reject any notion of anything. Bruh is a junkie. And you know how junkies change? They change when they realize the person in the mirror ain't the person that they recognize anymore. And their actions are taking them away from their kids, their family, the times that they're supposed to be enjoying with their youth, the money, the success. He can't even enjoy none of this shit because he screwed himself over. Bro had a Kodak Black Day or some shit like that in one of them cities in his hometown. Just to do this shit. What a slap in the face to everybody who believed in you. And some of y'all gonna be, man, it was his shit, his lawyer shit. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. But subscribe, turn bells to notify, share to keep your people aware. If you don't or you won't, I completely understand. But I'm a man before I'm ever a fan. You feel me? It is what it is. But y'all, let me know your thoughts on this. Click right here, though, to see how.
All right, Joe, that was Ceddy Nash. Kodak Black facing 30 years after Atlanta drug trafficking arrest and exposed. Yeah. His lawyer cooked, so he might not be finished, but hey.
No, he definitely good. He might not even do no time. He probably get probation. I mean, he is already a felon, so he gonna get some, but I don't think the way that nigga just cooked.
He might beat that whole shit.
Yeah, like he might be Gucci. But at the he might just, you know what I'm saying? I said might get a little probation or whatever. But I don't even think that. I think that nigga probably just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Hey, stay your ass out of trouble.
Citation, maybe.
Yeah, pay a little fine or something.
$2,500.
And that nigga tripping. But I mean, golf is the hardest sport depending on who you asking and what you taking into account. Like people that say hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do. But if you do your Googles, motherfucking cheerleading is the hardest. Really the toughest just because the injuries in it. But I mean...
That's because motherfuckers be falling.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean,
but that's not... That you talking about, like, though, he's not, that part... Talking about, like, the part of this...
No, I know what he's saying. I'm just mentioning why it's a perspective thing, because of... Nigga, it just depends on how you looking at it. Because I don't think golf is the hardest sport, but nigga, if you say you think it's the hardest sport because of the precision it take, it's like, I mean, I guess, you know.
I feel like golf is harder than basketball, just off the strength. Everybody can play basketball, but golf and basketball, everybody can play it, but not everybody can be good at it, and it takes a lot more time to become better at golf than it does basketball. Cause I got a homie that does professional golf training, and like this me learning how to properly like drive the ball, the mechanics and shit you got to get used to, and like placing your feet and get ready and shit.
Yeah, I
it's
just
like
don't
baseball.
think it's harder than baseball.
No, that's what I said. Baseball, golf, basketball.
Yeah, I feel like baseball.
Football, depending on the position you play, cause like for a DB, as having a lot of homies that play like DB and receiver and quarterback, it's so much shit you gotta learn as a DB. You're not even really touching the ball. You just gotta learn defense and like opening up your hips and where to learn to be. That shit is hard itself, and you gotta learn other niggas' plays and shit. So it's like really difficult. Basketball, just as a nigga who played it at a high level, I've seen people work out for a month straight and become decent at certain aspects of the game. Where golf, it might take a nigga like 6 months to a year to become not decent, but just like you're okay.
Yeah, because with baseball and golf, it's not about physicality. And
precision.
It's strictly precision and timing, whether it's catching the ball or hitting it.
And mentally, baseball and golf, you gotta like, it's a different mental aspect.
I mean, yeah, because you can lose your teeth in baseball if your mind ain't in it.
And fucking golf, you don't swing right, you throw your back out. That's what happened to Tiger Woods.
It's like, yeah, I mean, like I said, if we get it to there, I mean, I went and argued a nigga. he said his argument was MJ said golf was the hardest, and he played all three. But I mean, that's his perspective.
Yeah, but basketball is like a little easier than a lot of baseball.
It's like,
for
and
sure.
he was the best at basketball.
And baseball, he got good like right when he left. That's what they did, that 30 for 30 on Jordan, on that Jordan Rides the Bus type shit. They was talking about his time in Birmingham with the what was them niggas called?
The Barons.
Yeah, the Birmingham Barons. But he his actual batting average when he left, he got like 300. He was getting up there. He was getting better. That's what they were saying. He was getting good, but then it just took him. I think football hard.
Harder than what? Golf?
Golf. Football harder than a lot of shit. No lie.
Yeah, because I feel
You
like
might die.
with football, everybody, when they say football easy, they always think offense, but it's two sides to the ball. So I feel like the difficulty in football come on the defense, especially when we talking corners and DBs, because you have to run backwards.
And you gotta look at the quarterback and yo nigga you guard. You gotta time shit.
And so when it come to playing that shit, because you remember Teague that was going back and forth, they was like going back and forth which was harder, hitting the baseball or playing corner. And it's just like, nigga, either one.
It's hard.
It's like you ain't no wrong answer, because hitting the baseball, nigga, just batting 300 is great. And that ain't shit. The same as like if you get 7, 8 interceptions in the season, hey nigga, that's a good ass season.
And you probably been targeted 200 times.
Yeah, like that's like
Still,
what I'm
that's still
saying.
good
Like
numbers.
that's a good
You
ass
Pro
season.
Bowl.
Now imagine you get 10, 11. Like, bro, that don't sound like a lot, but it's like, nigga, corner get 10, 11 wasn't that. First of all, nigga, Pro Bowl.
I feel like soccer is the easiest because that's the #1 play sport in the world.
Yeah, I feel like soccer is very teachable.
Yeah, it's like basketball though.
Yeah.
It's teachable as fuck.
And like offense in football. Like you can, nigga, if you can catch, you can play football.
Yeah, that's why they put a lot of niggas at receiver. But when you get to that high level of football, that catching the ball shit, it becomes just as hard as the cornerback. Cause now you gotta remember, you got a strong ass nigga, he could jam you, or he just own you and then lick it.
Yeah,
now you gotta fight to get open.
If your feet ain't good, then shit.
Nigga.
That's when it come into the cornerback and DB shit. Your feet got to be good because you running this way.
And when the ball go up, when the ball go up, niggas don't know you gotta like open up. Like if you don't, that's where niggas be tearing their hips and shit. They be fucking their body up trying to open up. Nigga open up the wrong way, try to turn and sprint.
Nigga, you at the end of the day, I'm not looking out for you as the offense, nigga. You trying to keep up with me. So if I snatch off, go this way, and you gotta turn, nigga, you gotta be on you. You gotta be, your feet gotta be on point. Anyway, like I said, that's what make a great corner and defensive back anyway. Just cause, nigga, if my feet good, I ain't tripping on your route. I can stay with you, especially if I'm fast. But that's the same way. If you a good hitter, it don't matter what kind of pitcher this is, bro. I can hit. It don't matter which. Eventually, I'ma smack your shit. It's just like if you a good quarterback, eventually a good corner gonna pick your ass off. Especially if you make a mistake. And that's the same with a pitcher. If you threw a ball too far in the center,
You fucked up.
as a good hitter, I'm finna make you pay for
Especially you
that.
dead in the middle.
Yeah, it ain't even, bro. It could just look. It could just be too good to be true. Like I know he ain't want to throw that right there. Goodbye. That shit might go over the wall. It might go in the gap.
Especially if you throw a low one.
What's up with it? Yeah, it's just
Golf
like.
swing that bitch. Bow! Sling that bitch up out the heavens.
So it just depends. But yeah, I mean, golf is hard. I can tell you that just off my top golf experience.
I actually played like a full couple, like my whole life played probably like a full game of golf, probably once or twice. And nigga, it's so tiring. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And then you swinging that fucking club, nigga. And you gotta remember, each hole about 500 yards, nigga. Just about. And you gotta like figure that shit out. The shit become. But a lot of niggas play golf and don't be good. That's like, so
It
you
just be therapeutic.
Yeah.
Like niggas that just go to the court to shoot around. Like
I do that, like, even as a nigga that hoop, like, talk to niggas that hoop, we do that just cause, like, you like, we might, if nobody, I'm just gonna come here to shoot, just to get my mind off shit.
I'm like, yeah, nigga, I done seen a million niggas with horrible jumpers that just fucking
Shoot all day.
Nigga, I'm just over there motherfucking shit.
Fuck
I'm
it.
just get my shit off. You
Yeah.
wanna play good? Nah, I'm straight.
Fuck it.
Nigga just over there, he finna deal.
Yeah, he just shooting around, shit. We just talking about basketball and different shit, having a conversation. We about to start reacting to shit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, my experience with soccer was very easy. Once my partner that was actually on the soccer team showed me and the homies how to play.
Yeah, I feel like if you're an athlete, you can pick up soccer easy. But even, like I said, anything physical, if you're an athlete, you can learn it. But when it takes skill, it's like them games I be telling you about. It's like you could be good at playing games, but when you play certain games, you have to be good at playing this
critical
game.
Critical thinking and shit all live time.
But it's not. It's more so pattern remembrance. Just knowing like after this happened, this gonna happen. And I don't know. It's just knowing. It's like your mind keeping up with what you got to prepare for and your react. I mean not reaction, but just your defense to this shit. We answered you, Olivia. What else you want us to tell you?
Hey, you see what we doing? We talking about basketball.
And we talking to the chat. The chat is the reason why we talking about this.
She gotta be a butt.
No, she ain't no butt. She just bossy. But yeah, you want to see an 18-year-old kill their girlfriend?
Let's do it. That nigga took a drink.
Is she breathing? Is your friend breathing?
I do not think so. I really cannot tell. She is ice cold.
This is a call from a group of teenagers on a high school graduation trip. Just minutes ago, they awoke to find their 18-year-old friend unresponsive on the floor. As paramedics rush to the scene, no one in that room fully understands what happened the night before. But what investigators are about to uncover tells a very different story. Because just hours earlier, a jealous argument over a message on her phone had turned violent, ending in one of the most disturbing teen murder cases South Carolina has ever seen.
I ain't never heard about going on South Carolina.
What you did caused the death of somebody.
Natalie,
Man, fuck all that. You did this shit.
I'll see you one more time.
I can't stand what you talking about.
Bro,
you killed them.
And now I want to see you one more time. You should have never killed her.
Paramedics and police would come into a situation with multiple teenagers in distress, a young woman lying dead on the floor of the master bedroom, and a young shirtless man crying and muttering that it was all his fault, all his fault. The young woman, it became evident, had died the night before and rigor mortis had set in. The CPR that had been performed heroically on her was in vain. The young man claiming responsibility was bleeding slightly from two small puncture wounds just below his sternum. He showed scratches, also apparently from some kind of knife, with one on his wrist and one at his throat. 18-year-old Blake Linkus would be arrested, placed in handcuffs, and taken to the nearby Grand Strand Hospital for treatment of his wounds, observation, and questioning by police. 18-year-old Natalie Martin, who worked in a daycare and was beloved by so many, would never see home again. The lives of the other 6 young people on that trip also would never be the same. Considering everything that had happened and what Blake was looking at down the road, it would seem that he was resigned to his fate or possibly just bored with it all. It is now the afternoon of June the 8th, and it's time for Blake to sit down and explain what happened that evening. They let him sit in the room by himself for a few minutes to settle in, and hopefully the weight of the situation will dawn on him. He is obviously uncomfortable, but doesn't seem to fully understand what he has waiting for him. Eventually, Detectives Jones and Skeller from the Horry County Sheriff's Department enter and begin the interview after explaining his Miranda rights. Blake waives those rights and lets them know that he is fully willing to talk to them.
I know
you guys are planning on going to the House of Blues, right?
I don't know that nigga.
Okay. Just start from there and walk me back through everything again.
We all got Ubers to go there. And then
Tell the truth first
I was
time,
talking
too.
to other friends that I knew there, and everyone else was in the back, towards the back of the line. And they were saying Dakota was getting kicked out, so I walked over there.
He lying.
And just wondering what was going on. And he was going to get an Uber back, and I was getting Cuba, so she's going to go back. I wanted to get Dakota to come back and Natalie, so I went with them.
What Dakota do?
Got back, kept bringing more. Me and Natalie, got stuff together. Dakota took a little bit of a nap. We just kept hanging out with them. And then later on, the whole situation happened, which I didn't mean to. It just happened. I would never harm her anyway. I thought it was a dream. I didn't even know it was true.
So you, Dakota, and Natalie, or was it went back to the rental unit y'all were at? Alright. Do you remember about what time that was? Or have an idea, maybe?
It's just one thing I'm never...
Like, was it dark?
It's dark towards on.
Was it dark? Alright.
Every year, tens of thousands of recent graduates and young people make their way to the white sands and activities of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. For many kids on the East Coast, it is a rite of passage. In the first week of June, a group of 8 young people from Ohio made such a trip. The group had made a 9-hour trip in 2 cars and planned to do as many groups do, all piling into one vacation rental condo on Mason Drive. As with so many of these beach trips, there was a lot of alcohol involved once the young people arrived. It's not known whether they brought it with them or obtained it once they arrived, but they had cases of beer and alcoholic beverages on hand, even though none of them were over the age of 20. The legal age for purchasing and consumption of alcohol in South Carolina is 21. And yet, there they were. After incident statements taken by police investigators would show that alcohol was not an uncommon thing for this group back home either, with tales of parties held at their homes, sometimes with the knowledge of at least some of their parents. It was also known that one of the young people had a reputation for being a bad drunk, one who would turn argumentative and even violent if he had been drinking, Blake Linkus. By the second night, Natalie and Blake, who had been off and on as a couple for 3 years, had a falling out. She had decided to spend the night sleeping in her car rather than in the room the two shared. Over the last few years, the two spent most of their time getting along famously, but they had a few arguments and a couple of breakups along the way. Blake was on the possessive side, and when he drank, he was more than willing to fight for or with Natalie. Still, they had been prom dates and had made this trip together. After Natalie spent the night in her car and Blake spent the night alone in a large bed, the two seemed to work it out. Sun, sand, and suds seemed to patch things up, and it would look that way until June the 6th, the 5th day of their trip. That evening, the group would head out to the House of Blues in North Myrtle Beach for a night of music. One of the group would be stopped by the bouncers at the front door. The young man was carrying an open container of alcohol. Since he was underage, they wouldn't let him in, even after he got rid of the drink. Blake and Natalie would tell their friends they would accompany him back to the condo and just made an early night of it. And that they did. Once back at their place, Natalie and Blake retreated to their room while their friends settled in for a night of TV. It shouldn't have been much of anything for the night. Blake had pre-gamed for the night or had alcohol before leaving to go to the club, and he was still intoxicated when he and Natalie laid on the bed and began scrolling on their phones. At some point, Blake looked over and noticed a Snapchat message on Natalie's phone, one sent by some guy she had met earlier in their visit. What the message hinted at, and apparently Natalie's response, sent Blake into a rage that would culminate the next morning in a call to 911 and an attempt by Blake to harm himself in the room's shower using a steak knife from the kitchen.
You said the whole thing happened. All right. Tell me what that whole thing was.
I'm pretty sure we were watching TikTok or something, and I got mad over something on her phone. It's hard for me to exactly remember what it was, and
Nigga, you know exactly what it was.
I thought I choked her for a little bit, and she fell off the bed, and I thought she said something to me. Like, I didn't think she was just dead, so I just decided to go to bed because Dakota, it seemed like he didn't want to even go to the club. You know, I should have checked on her.
Alright, I'm gonna back you up. And you said you got an argument over something over the phone.
What's up with it?
What was that?
It was good.
I'm sure it was like other dudes or something.
Solid name. How you doing? We ain't seen you in a minute.
It's obvious that Blake is downplaying the entire event, something he would continue to do time and time again. The detectives know this wasn't a casual accident.
Now, what led up to choking? I mean, tell me excruciating detail about that.
We were beside each other, and I mean, she was on her back and I was on my side, like towards her, and I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I was just like saying stuff to her, and I just reached, and she was saying stuff back, and I just reached over, and I mean, she was at the edge of the bed, so I just choked her for a little bit, not meaning to just try to kill her whatsoever.
Yeah, how were y'all on the bed? Were y'all with, like, say this is the bed, there's something against the wall here, were y'all like feet this way, or
Feet towards the end of the bed.
Feet towards the end of the bed, okay. Alright.
Alright,
Which
what
side
else,
of the bed
nigga?
was she on? Was she on, like, this side or that side?
The side that she was on the whole time.
Okay.
So, like, right there. Beside her.
Okay, you said you reached over and, like, choked her. How did you do that?
Just put my hands around her throat and
how?
Nigga, demonstrate. You got hands.
Too, and she like went sideways and fell over.
He's like, damn, I really killed you.
And I just said, all right, I'm just gonna go to bed. Like, I'm not dealing with this right now. So I rolled over.
That what you said?
Towards the middle of the bed, and I thought she
cried
just wanted to stay down there. I thought she was gonna leave the room or something.
No, you said you reached over and grabbed her one hand and two. What happens there?
He said he better not drop the sub in prison. He gonna be some of a bitch and steady here.
It starts to like go up a little bit, and then like she just fell over.
Nasty nigga gonna get that nigga
towards the end of the bed.
Fruit cocktail.
And I just rolled back over in the middle of the bed.
So you said that. I'm trying to get my mind how this happened. So she's laying on her back.
That's like a good cop, bad cop. I ain't gonna lie.
You said you're laid on your side, so you reach
Hell
over
no!
arches up, I guess, is what you're saying.
Gotcha.
Is that when you reach over with the other hand? Alright, now, at what point in there did y'all end up on you said something about being up on your knees. Where did you...
When she arched up, that's when like I basically arched up with her, and then that's when she like fell back. I mean, she maybe pushed a little bit. I don't know. It just didn't feel long at all. Like, honestly.
Did you hear anything, any noises? Or...
I thought she was saying something. I thought like I heard something. I don't know. After that, I just didn't want to talk. I should have just left the room or checked on her and called 911. I wasn't in my right mind.
You said you guys were arguing after whatever you found on the phone.
That
You
nigga drunk.
said you said something, or she
drinking,
said something.
bitch.
You know what she said to you?
I don't remember what we both talked about at all. I just...
Nah, for real, that's what I said. I said, them boy got no shirt on his shoes. They acting like they about to torture this nigga.
I never get mad over that stuff. It's just she'd get mad, and it just... I don't know, the alcohol, it just escalates, I don't know, worse than I would ever be if I was sober.
Caged animal.
If I was sober, I'd just storm off or something. Plus, we've just never had anything like that happen to us before.
As we said before, alcohol and Blake don't go well together. A text string taken from Natalie's phone showed that there were some folks who had misgivings about Blake and Brady, another friend of the group, taking part in this trip. as well as even Blake's own mother. Blake's mother would send a text to Natalie reading, "Hey, I love Brady to death, but I'm not comfortable with him going on the trip. I feel like it's just asking for trouble. Linka's, yes, Blake is known by his family members by his last name, is a concern enough, but him and Brady without parents is a recipe for disaster." In another text thread, Natalie and a friend are discussing that Natalie needs to be the one to kick Blake or Brady or both out of the trip. In the end, Natalie tells her friend, "I think it's really unfair. I don't want to uninvite him, so maybe Blake can just not go since his parents have a huge problem with it, when honestly, truthfully, Blake is always the problem every single time." Her friend finally surrenders to the inevitable, saying that it is kind of hard to uninvite someone. After the decision was made and everyone was ready to go on the trip, Blake's mother would send him one last text in an attempt to change his mind about going. She would write, "It's not for you to control. We do everything for you. Have your best interests at heart and don't ask anything. Every rule you have broke, and now you have an attitude about it. You have been making good choices and graduation. I have never seen so many smiles. You know what is right and wrong, and you are setting yourself up to make mistakes. Have you ever heard the saying that the road to hell was paved with good intentions?" Blake's father would also send a text close to the time when the group was almost at the end of their journey to the seaside town. In part, it would read, "Have fun, be smart, make memories, laugh, take pics, enjoy the beach and ocean. No drama, keep your cool, bring laughter instead of anger, walk away from trouble and be the bigger and better man. I love you with..."
What you mean? What you mean by that? What you mean by that, cuz? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, cuz? That's kind of crazy.
What do you say?
He said he needs to wash his hair. These things made me realize I'm actually pretty normal.
Shit, that's a fact. You see the shit this nigga doing? You ain't killed no motherfucker. You ain't
Everything-
killed no girl that don't want to fuck with you.
True.
Yeah, this dude, I feel normal when I watch this shit, cause it's like, nigga, I'd have been mad, but I ain't never been that chapter
That's
beyond
crazy.
even mad.
But that's why I say it every time we get on the street, don't end up on this motherfucker. We do, because we gonna watch you on here. So
Man, he blood.
in me and always will. I want you to have fun, buddy. Be safe and check in, please. Now that we have a better picture of what was going on behind the scenes before the trip even began, let's rejoin Blake's interview with the investigating officers.
So, after Natalie falls off the bed, you said you said you thought she said something or so of that nature. What was that? I mean, what did you hear? I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
Seemed like just breathing in a word, like a word come out. I don't know. It seemed like she was like dying. Because I've never heard anyone die. So
I guess at that point you went to sleep. Is that what you said?
At least that nigga know Bob.
Huh?
That's exactly what I did.
you can stay. You might come to the
I
tree
thought
house.
she was gonna sleep there or go out of the room. I don't know.
Did you text anybody or anything at that point?
I texted my parents, but I messed up. I mean, that was really it. And then I moved in and stuff.
What was that about?
Just because, I mean, I've never done that to a woman before in my life. I even checked to see if she was on the ground still, or she had... Like, it was just right during that point I put my phone down and I just died. And I was really tired anyway, so I just went to bed. And then I woke up. And all that happened.
Why didn't he have an old boy shirtless so he could get
Both
fast,
texts
nigga?
to
No, you
his
go.
parents were
He got
captured by
caught.
his phone. In both instances, he says that he knows he has done something wrong without saying exactly
He
what
got no
happened.
shoes on either.
Both
Didn't even
messages
give
were
shoes,
sent
nigga.
out about 11 p.m. on the night of June the 6th. His father would reply at 2:33 a.m. asking his son to reply to him ASAP. His mother would not see the message until the next morning. At 10:01 a.m., she would reply back, "I love you, infinity bunches. What's going on?" He would reply to neither, and there is no way his parents could have known that the young man had slept all night in the bed with his girlfriend's lifeless body laid on the floor nearby. That next morning would be the next focus of the detectives.
When you woke up, tell me what happened then.
I woke up, I first seen her there, I thought she was sleeping. I noticed something was off. She looked, and then I went to the shower and I got a knife and stuff because I thought like that she actually was dead or something, because she was still in the same position and she...
Alright, I'm gonna back up a little bit because you lost me. You got, excuse me, you got up, you saw Natalie still on the floor. Where was she at?
Saying, like, just on the side of the floor. She didn't move anywhere else. She didn't. Her bed, like, was
she like right beside the bed or kind of under the bed or?
Like, beside it a little bit. I don't know. Under it, I don't know.
Okay. Well, alright, so you got up, you see Natalie. What's the first thing you do at that moment?
I kind of checked on her a little bit. Like, I just, like, moved her arm a little bit, and she was, like, cold and blue, and I'm just like, this is really happening. Like, this is really happening.
Niggas be doing
and,
shit,
like,
go
I
to
looked and
sleep,
walked outside, people were sleeping, and I just...
Yeah, alright.
I went,
this is real!
Didn't want to look without her, I just did that. And I just sat in the shower for a minute, and I couldn't do it to myself, so I just went out. We need to get her help now.
While it seems anger and alcohol fueled this incident, they have to rule out that it wasn't just a sex act gone wrong, but it was actual murder.
I know you said you guys had sex earlier, right? Right. You weren't into the whole choking thing where you were having sex or anything like that, were you?
I mean, we've done it before, but obviously it's not like me actually just choking her.
Okay. So, I mean, so when this incident happened, with this choking incident, you guys weren't engaged in any kind of sexual activity or anything?
During the choking incident?
It's hard, you gotta choke somebody to, like, kill them.
Yeah, that's because you all got in an argument about some stuff.
That's crazy.
They need to narrow in on making sure that Blake admits to what he has done in full understanding of the seriousness of the situation. One might guess that while Blake may have been in trouble a number of times in his life before now, introspection into what his responsibilities were might be lacking.
Do you have any doubt what you did caused her death?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you doubt what you did caused her death? Is there any doubt in your mind what you done caused her death? Caused her to die?
Not at all.
Well, at the time when at first I didn't know, but now I do know.
What's up with it?
What's good?
Yeah.
This about a nigga killed his girlfriend.
There's no other way. I remembered that happening. I didn't think it was actually true.
Yeah, he killed her, and then went to sleep, and then woke up, took a shower, said, "Damn,
I wish I could
this really happened. I killed her."
Before.
15 hours later.
And you tell me.
I put 10 on 2, maybe not 15.
This, the way I put it.
Y'all know what I mean. Nigga went to sleep.
I'm gonna kind of paraphrase it. The next morning, you kind of had that moment of, oh crap, I choked her last night and I've killed her. Is that the thought process the next morning?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
He lying, huh?
He loved her to death. How did he move from love to murder, though? Jealousy played a part for sure.
And I wasn't even, I mean, I was a little bit mad, obviously, but I wasn't trying to, like, completely harm her, even though, I mean, that's...
What did you get mad about?
What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? It was just like...
What'd you say on the phone? You know what you saw.
Giovanni. Nothing like... The dude was like trying to meet up with her. That was
Come in the green soda. Come in the green soda.
Shout out Giovanni.
Shout out Giovanni. We fuck with you, cuz. Join the Discord. If you can, screenshot that QR code and then scan it with your shit. Join the Discord.
don't know.
We'll react to something if you got an idea.
I got mad about it.
Join. Welcome to the family, nigga.
Stuff like.
One way out.
Damn, no
Box.
You know, she showed me her tags, and I don't know.
And then they ask about the anger issues.
What happened to your hand right there?
This?
Yeah.
Hush up and say, like, this was a year and a half ago at a party. I mean,
What? Were you drinking then?
that's why everything that I do when I drink, it just leads into something bad.
Somehow, in the process of all of this, the situation becomes real to Blake. He's not a kid in trouble anymore. He's an adult and he is a murderer. The weight begins to settle on him.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I mean, when you have you talked to her mom or just your dad? Or...
I spoke to her dad briefly yesterday. Obviously, I'm going to have to talk with them a lot more over time.
Well, if you don't mind, if you're allowed to, like, what all did you say?
Pardon?
What all did you say to him?
I just told him that his daughter was deceased and that it was some suspicious circumstances and it was under investigation right now.
What did he say?
Well, he was quite devastated. Well, it's his daughter. It's his baby girl. He was a little angry, wanting to know what happened and everything else. I said, well, in times to come, we'll be able to tell you more. I'm pretty sure you're probably not going to be their favorite person in the world for a long, 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 long time.
Cops are assholes.
Kinda.
Somewhat.
I would argue when when everything kind of settles down, though, if you talking with us and telling us everything to give them everything that we know to the best of our knowledge, that's at least the best thing that you could do, just to at least give them that to them. And that's why we're asking these things.
Cold-blooded, right?
I mean, I don't want to lie over one I've loved more than anyone my whole life, and that's their own daughter. They're the best parents in the world.
Then why you kill her?
Just want them to know that I didn't mean to do that.
Yes, you did.
And my intentions were not to do that at all.
You meant all that shit, nigga.
Now everyone's gonna hate me, and I didn't even mean to do that.
Shit never killed her.
I mean, I do got anger issues, but never towards her. I mean, it's...
Nigga, they all laid
gotta get it
towards
from my
her.
dad. He's gotta take medicine for it, which he's been doing better, but...
Man, ask you that shit.
Well, like I said, this is the first time I've met you today. At least we can say this, though, for what has happened. Hey, you're manning up now and telling the truth with it, though.
Barely.
He was there for a moment, but then he slips back as if something tells him this problem will go away in the time frame that has no basis in reality, that he can make a promise of change like he had done so many times before and get off with light punishment. Now, by himself, the young man resorts to sending up words to a Natalie that is no longer there.
Natalie,
Don't start this shit.
Don't start crying.
you one more time.
You can't. Shit never killed her.
It was that
One more
liquor.
time.
That boy was on that drink.
Please.
That liquor.
Please. Please.
Blame it on the vodka. Blame it on the Henny.
I just want to see you.
Blame it on the
Alcohol. Alcohol.
We'll talk to you. I want to see you.
Man, shut up.
That's why it's called Beyond Evil, the channel. Because there's really no reason for him to do this. Bitch ass nigga, don't start crying. Nah. We don't accept that.
Hell no. Trash ass nigga.
My girl.
That nigga not even sad about her. Fake ass crying, right? Crocodile ass tears.
Man, boy, you going to prison?
The only reason you crying is because you got caught. If you never really got
After
caught,
the
you
DNA
never
evidence
felt
has been
bad.
collected, just the older of the two detectives is left in the interview room with Blake. Blake is about to step through a door into a life he never would have imagined, and he is afraid. He asked the detective a simple question.
Do you think my life will be ruined?
Yep.
Blake, I don't know how else to tell you this, buddy, but your actions killed somebody. What you did caused the death of somebody.
Blake Linkus would end up pleading guilty to the murder of Natalie Martin just days before he was set to go to trial. He would receive a 45-year sentence and begin serving it at the Tiger River Correctional Institute in Spartanburg County, South Carolina. Just before Christmas in 2025, Blake filed a notice seeking a post-conviction relief from his guilty plea. He would tell local news outlets that he should not have been guilty of murder because the killing was neither intentional nor premeditated. He would say that he was guilty of the situation, but not the charges. We would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the family and loved ones of Natalie Jane Martin, an 18-year-old woman taken far too soon.
All right, y'all, that was Beyond Evil. 18-year-old kills girlfriend over Snapchat message. God damn it. Yeah, y'all. Spirit, hey, get your spirits. Jim make you sin. Yo, but shout out to Bombay and Lemonade.
Man, come on now.
Yeah.
I ain't never did that though.
Hey.
I know you like to get wet though.
I ain't know you like to get wet. PCP. Sherman. Love boat. Ashy Larry.
You can't taste it.
I make Brian Grimble look like Michael Mack, some motherfucker. Y'all ever never seen the Dave Chappelle show? Y'all watch that shit. That shit is funny as fuck.
Put you little niggas on song.
What is this? Cops find. What we doing?
See what the nigga talking about.
I ain't never seen. You ever watch this page? Any of you ever seen this Saw Files True Crime? You ever watch this channel? Fireball is a demon.
Yeah, I done had that a couple times. Not my drink of choice.
Never my drink of choice. A girl, it's always a girl that buy one of them.
No, for real, free girl.
Bro, I'm like, hell no.
Oh, let's get some Fireball.
I think the fuck not.
You finna have sex. She's trying to take advantage. I'ma let her. You can have it. Just ask for it. You don't need fireballs.
You just ask me, you shall receive.
No, literally.
Yeah, hey. You be alright, Wolf. This is why we gotta make this is why we having a love show. We gonna find you one that don't need that.
Yeah.
First question, you drink Fireball? They all probably gonna say yeah. They all X out there.
Get up out of here.
Alright. See y'all next season.
No, literally. I ain't got no contestant. There's only one bitch that made it. Alright, you won. Fuck it. Over 4 stars.
Then we got Drewski and then you got Dope Back.
No, for real. What up with it?
What's good? His name said Norbert.
Yeah, Norbert Wiener Milk.
You didn't have to read that second part.
We don't even have to read the nigga's name. Tell niggas hello.
All right, y'all. Cops find decomposing body in gas station of horrors. Y'all ready to watch some true crime, motherfuckers?
Anything's possible!
And y'all can see it, but they had a gas station full of horrors. What's Gucci, man? What's good, fool? Your name is crazy, though, bro. Giovanni, we fuck with you. Your energy cool, bro. Shout
Officers have just arrived at the gas station where 54-year-old Darren Jacks is hanging on to dear life. And only moments earlier, he had mysteriously been shot while putting petrol into his car.
Hey, he has a loaded gun here. He's got a gun? Yeah.
Stop. He's trying to put it in the clip. He shot his nuts up. Fuck him, he's a bitch.
We came outside, we see one cop car and a dude on the ground dead.
And as officers begin to piece together what really happened outside that car, reviewing footage and evidence that's only just come to light, nothing could prepare them for how quickly this case would escalate and the disturbing truth behind the man now sitting in custody.
When I wake up, I want to be in cell 10. So fucking good, nigga. Put me in there with the dog. I better come home.
It'd be crazy. See me in a forest fighting a grizzly bear, nigga. Help the bear! That bitch gonna need it.
It's just after 1 a.m. in Akron, Ohio. Outside a Duke and Duchess gas station on East Avenue, a U-Haul truck sits parked near the pumps. Inside is 54-year-old Darren Jacks. And within moments, officers are called to the scene following reports of a shooting at the gas station, leaving Michael lying on the ground, wounded and helpless. With little information about what had just happened, and unsure if anyone nearby was still armed, officers approached with extreme caution. However, what they don't yet know is that the situation is far more complicated than it first appears, and within seconds, their decisions will become the focus of intense scrutiny.
I just watched a show about one of them old killers. He did that with his mom. Dude, I was like, fuck. They just had the show about it. It was on like HBO or something like that. That's crazy though. That's fucked up.
Come on, get out of
Texas.
Out of the car.
We gotta do that next year. We gotta
So,
do Texas for
we need lots of units here. Go back to the car. Got a chest seal. Where's your med kit? In the back? Yeah, it's in the back. Hey man, you still with us?
Michael dude. I think he got. It wasn't too long. They didn't get there too long after he got shot.
Hey, he has a loaded gun here. He's got a gun? Yeah.
Now, as officers arrive on scene, they find Darren Jacks inside the vehicle, bleeding heavily, with a loaded gun lying right next to him. Not knowing if he's still a threat, officers are forced to act quickly. Before they can render any aid, they move in and place him in handcuffs, trying to secure the situation first. But as more officers rush in to help, the reality of his condition becomes clear. And within moments, they realize there's nothing they can do.
Hey! 17 is shot, I believe, twice in the side. Yeah. No famous. 2 gunshot wounds under the left armpit. He's unconscious. Not breathing. You got any exit? Any exit? I didn't check yet. 17 seals applied at 01. Hey, before you get your gloves on, can you go back and secure a cruiser? No exit. Not seeing any exit. Hey! Does he still have a pulse? He's breathing. Is he? 17, this mill's still breathing. Hey man. Stay with us, alright? Come on. Hey, stay with us, man. You're okay. Come on. Put him on his side. We're gonna put you on your side. Get slowly go. Hold on, that chest seal's coming off. Right here. It's all right there. You got Can somebody with gloves hold this out? Thank you.
Unfortunately, As officers do everything they can to try and keep Michael Donnell Jones alive, it quickly becomes clear his injuries are too severe. Despite their efforts, he is pronounced deceased on scene, bringing everything to a halt. But almost immediately, everything shifts. What was an attempt to save a life now becomes a homicide investigation. Officers secure the area and begin working to understand what happened. The scene is under control, but the situation isn't, because while one moment has ended, a much bigger one has just begun. And with that, attention turns to the people nearby.
Man, what the fuck?
Hey guys, start talking to those people up on the porch, see if they saw anything. There's people with a camera on their phone over there, see if you saw anything. There's right here up on the porch right here.
Hey, yo, you know me, hey.
Alright, cool.
Hey, I'm over here.
We heard the gunshots. We just heard the three gunshots.
My eyes are already low.
Anyone else inside?
My son? I'm watching though. I can see you though.
Alright.
We only heard the gunshots, honey. In the house playing the game, we heard the gunshots, and then we was like, okay, it's stabbed, you know. We knew it was close. Gunshots popped out, but we knew it was really close, so I opened the window, and then that's when I seen that cop car, and that's all we seen when we came out, and the rest happened
So you just like the cop car is right where it's at right now?
Yeah. I seen the lights through the window. We didn't see nothing else.
Okay, do you happen to have any cameras or anything?
No.
On your, okay, what's your actual
2208.
That house?
I think she got cameras. 2208 staff.
22.
I heard you guys offered cameras, and then that way you guys can check it when you need to.
I have no idea about that.
I don't either. That's what somebody told me.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Y'all take the
With no luck from the first group of neighbors, attention shifts to the next, hoping someone can shed light on what happened.
Okay. Did you guys happen to see anything? Like, was anybody out here just heard the commotion?
I heard two gunshots.
Niggas do it right there.
That came from the
That's
gas
another
station.
charge.
You heard a siren in the distance that came out. I'm like, it has to be right here.
Did you see what other car was there?
I didn't know. Did you guys? I see you got like the video. Do you have?
We took them down because they're not working right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I need to apply for that.
I got Tanya right. I don't know if I was gonna get that one right. Okay, I appreciate it. So nobody saw anything. No cameras took them down.
No, I was in bed.
Just heard the pops. Okay.
I heard two pops. So kind of like a lightweight weapon.
All right. I appreciate it.
You guys all right?
I honestly, I have no idea. I came up here, started asking around, asking people stuff, so I couldn't tell you. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of shootings around the general area. Here's what it is around here, I guess. I don't know.
They need to get security back there because that kept me down a lot.
What, the Duchess? Oh, that security guard?
Yeah,
that guy?
all those guys. I mean, they caused problems, but they kept the riffraff down, out. I mean, they
You're at that fucking house at the end of fucking
yeah, get rid of Milo. Get rid of the house of Milo.
On Mila?
Yeah, Milo.
The one on, you're going down to the left?
Yeah. That needs to go.
I know you're talking about. That's all fucking bullshit. I know you're talking about. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally, it's literally right behind you guys, isn't it? It's like right there.
It's behind my garage.
I watch Forensic Files too.
Yeah.
I used to watch that shit all the time growing up.
Oh, really?
His name is, he's a black kid.
That's for fun.
Yeah. He sells drugs too. He sells heroin.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm
Sheldon.
familiar with that house. I'm
Sheldon.
sure everybody is. I just don't work over this district very often.
We want to clean it up.
I agree with you.
Neighbors in this, but we're all nice to each other. It's the transients that we have a hard time.
Yeah, no, I get it.
With the officer approaching another neighbor, they begin to mention something quite interesting, something that could potentially help officers understand what had happened. However, what they say isn't good. The neighbor explains that there is a house a few doors down that is known for operating drugs, such as heroin and meth, something that has already caused multiple issues in the area over the past couple of months. While this gives officers a possible lead to follow, it also raises more concerns, because if this shooting is connected to that house, then this situation may be far bigger and far more dangerous than it first seemed. However, they couldn't take it in as face value, so they keep questioning bystanders to uncover more of this overcomplicated puzzle.
We came outside, we see one cop car and a dude on the ground dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have any cameras that face that way? No.
He was making out with.
Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you.
With officers still no closer to finding out what had happened or who was involved, hope begins to fade. But they turn to the last person present at the scene, hoping for something more. Sorry to interrupt the story, but if you're into true crime and want access to raw, uncensored footage, check out our Patreon. Link in the description.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh. What's going on?
I have no idea.
I know the owner of U-Haul.
Good.
Okay.
Do you want me to go look?
No.
No.
No?
No, because there's so many U-Haul locations all around. There's Britton Road, there's Vernon Oda.
He owns them all.
Okay. Well, we will figure out
He
if they
started
reported
with Rooster Hawkins, and then he branched out to a bunch of different ones. He has a bunch of people work for him. But they said there was a lady laying on the ground.
Get her.
Should I go look or not?
No, thank you. You can't go past that tape.
Oh.
Oh.
What about the owner of the U-Haul?
We're working on all that, okay?
Okay. Well, don't call him.
No.
Their house.
No.
Because
we'll get it sorted.
He's a good guy.
Okay.
I'm sure that we have his contact information in our computer. I'm sure he
Yeah,
calls all the time.
he's a business person.
Okay.
He's on them for a lot of years. Hey, were you walking up there?
Yeah. You gotta go around, man. You can't go through the tape.
He said
You can't
You
go
gotta-
to,
you
you can't
gotta
go
go
to
like-
Duke right now.
Well, if he the nigga did it.
They think that Vicky's up there.
Vicky.
Yeah, the one that was in that little dark car with she had her mom and her dog with her.
I have
What?
no idea.
I don't know.
I definitely haven't seen any dogs, so.
Okay. All right.
Man, that nigga just gotta get
So
What's up, man?
What's up, boss?
You can't cross the tape,
No, I'm
dude.
not about to cross it, bro. I'm like looking for my girlfriend and shit. She crossed before they put the tape up. Now she kind of like stuck inside
Tell
of the
her,
tape.
tell her to go long block.
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
instruct her to do. Like,
Oh, gotcha.
So
yeah, but
you
I'm
don't
trying
want
to
me
get a
go
visual
see if
on her
that's the
though.
owner of U-Haul?
No. No, you're not
That
on
Vicky's car?
Oh.
I'm not going to. Damn, hold on.
I don't know. It was a little car.
He
A
can't get
small
some
car. A
intel.
little
What y'all
dark
niggas
car.
talking
She
about?
had her mom and her dog with
Gotta
her.
get a cigarette.
Unfortunately for officers, they still wouldn't be able to get anything from the last person at the scene, leaving them no closer to understanding what had actually happened. But it doesn't stop there. Officers begin to realize that word is spreading quickly about the incident, and with that comes assumptions and rumors. One woman even claims she had heard it was a lady involved, showing just how unclear everything really was, which only makes things worse. Because instead of gaining answers, officers are now dealing with confusion, misinformation, and a situation that has effectively put them right back to square one. With no answers from anyone at the scene, officers turn to the gas station, hoping its cameras can show exactly what happened.
Pulled up, okay? He told him, stop. He started put in the clip. He shot his nuts up. Fuck him, he's a bitch now. Let's go do some jolly stuff. How you doing, sir?
As officers walk into the gas station, they notice a man lying on the floor, appearing homeless and saying strange things like, "I shot this." But in that moment, it doesn't fully register. Officers brush it off, not giving it much attention, as their focus remains elsewhere. Because right now, they are set on one goal: finding out if anyone inside the gas station can actually help explain what had happened.
Do you have access to the cameras?
You all, I don't know how long you've been here. You guys see anything?
I seen you knocking on his window and know he came in here and that's it.
Well, you didn't see anything that happened out there as far as...
No, just you guys knocking on his window.
Okay.
Did he get away or what happened?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Nobody asked.
Oh, this is Officer Barnes with the Acton Police Department. How you doing?
The nerve of some people up here.
What exactly did you guys see? You said somebody was knocking on what window?
The cop was knocking on the
Oh yeah, when we first
U-Haul
walked
window.
up here, we walked up and said Peter or something like that.
He said what?
He said Jeremy or Peter, and then dude rolled his window down, and I just came in here, and that's why I started saying until I heard, until everybody up here right up front, and I was talking back there when I had to.
And then that's when everybody heard
Nigga snap,
To speak with our detective or our crime scene about getting those videos. Oh, you have a flight in 2 hours? Oh,
Okay, are you the only manager that has access to the cameras? Okay, and then when are you returning?
Just as things couldn't get any worse for the officers, their last real approach in finding answers, getting the footage from the gas station cameras, begins to fall apart right in front of them. The only person who knows how to properly operate the system, the manager, is preparing to leave for a flight in just under 2 hours, meaning time is quickly running out. While this could finally be the break they needed, it's now turning into another problem. Because without that footage, officers are left with no solid lead, no clear suspect, and no real understanding of what had actually taken place. And as time continues to pass, the reality starts to set in that whoever was responsible could still be out there, free, while officers are once again left searching for answers. However, as officers leave the station, the homeless man starts to make a scene, and officers start to become suspicious of his actions.
What the fuck is he doing?
Oh, take you to the couch.
No.
Take you to the couch.
No, listen. We don't want to take you to the couch.
Take you to the couch. When I wake up, I want to be in cell 10.
Well, listen, it looks like you saw what happened, okay? So we just want to talk to you about whatever you saw, all right? Can you do that for us? Just hang out here.
Good night, guys.
Come on, let's go. You got it. You got it.
Where are you going, man?
Right here, this floor. Let's get it.
Is this where you want to sit?
Nope. I'm going to sit back in the sun.
For 23 to break.
Who we got talking?
We just need you to just have a seat somewhere, man. Chill out, and our detectives will get here. They'll talk to you. That'll be it, all right? So if you just come back over.
I ain't testifying to shit.
Wherever you want to sit, man, but just sit somewhere over here.
LeBron James, Bronny James, 29, 25, 22, 15, 7.
Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Would you feel more comfortable if you just want to sit in the back of a car? Not under arrest, nothing like that. You just sit in the back of a car.
Hell
You got the air on. You sitting there.
Hell no. Hell
Stop, man.
I'm up front.
Just stay. Don't go inside that tape. Just stay over here.
The officers started to suspect the man was more involved than they first thought. His early comments hadn't made sense at the time, but now they did. When he mentioned waking up in cell 10, it sounded like he already knew where he'd end up, like he expected all of this. What bothered the officer most was how calm he was, like he didn't care. That's when the officer decided to question him again, this time digging deeper.
You're showing up.
Where are you from?
West side.
The west side of Akron?
839, Orlando Avenue.
They call it the O block?
320.
That's what they call it.
Mighty O block. Niggas locked.
I hear that.
Look at that dog.
What is this nigga talking about, bro?
What year was you born in? How old are you?
1972.
I'm trying to. Cell block 10. Wake up.
That's just wisdom right there. That ain't age, that's wisdom.
Come on, you can't go under the tape.
No, hey, don't hit at the dog, man. Stop.
You might want to be careful. That dog will hurt you.
Eventually, the officer stopped hesitating and detained him. It wasn't just what he said, it was what he knew and the way he acted. The officer knew there was something much deeper going on.
God damn, I had to go to court. Easy on the cuss, man.
Yeah, we gonna take it easy. We ain't gonna hurt you, man.
All right. Get that to my brother. So fucking good, nigga. Put me in there with the dog. I better come out.
No, you ain't going there with the dog. Is that comfortable for you?
Yes, sir. All right, that's good for you. Where I'm at? Which car?
Probably in the back of this. This your car, ain't it?
5. I'm gonna keep it with you. You might not even go to jail.
I don't know if you're going to jail.
Back of 15.
Yep.
That's fine right there. I'm going to the county, huh? I'm going to the county jail. Goddamn.
I ain't never been so excited to go to county in my damn life.
The officer didn't know it yet, but the pocket knife would become one of the key pieces of evidence needed to lock him up. For now, he detained him and placed him in the back of the car while they waited for CCTV footage from the gas station to be released. A few minutes passed before a specialist arrived to access the CCTV, setting up his equipment and working through the system for nearly 20 minutes while the officers waited, unsure of what they were about to see. And when the footage finally loaded, it showed the suspect moving around the gas station like any other customer, walking between aisles and pausing here and there as if nothing was wrong. But then his hand slipped into his pocket, and when it came back out, the situation shifted because the object he held made people step away from him, their reactions immediate and clear. And as the officers watched closer, it became obvious that the man they had detained hadn't just been acting strangely. He had been threatening people with the pocket knife. Then the footage shows the suspect approaching Darren, who is sitting in his car with the door open. And at first, it looks like nothing more than a brief interaction as he walks up to him, but the knife is still in his hand. And within moments, the situation turns. The two of them begin struggling beside the car, movement becoming sudden and uncontrolled, until the suspect manages to get hold of the gun. And in the middle of that chaos, he fires twice into Darren's side, after which everything shifts again as he steps away, leaves him there, and walks back toward the station, lowering himself to the floor and sitting there as if nothing had happened. With that, the officer wasted no time and took him straight to the station. But even then, nothing about him settled, because the way he carried himself, the way he looked around and responded, still felt off, like whatever had happened out there hadn't fully registered with him.
Don't ask me why I know that.
Strip everything down.
Your brother no more.
Go ahead and step up to the window, bro.
Damn old nigga, don't make it sound that old niggas to get it. The what?
Later, the autopsy provided a clearer picture of what had happened in those final moments, showing that Darren had sustained 2 gunshot wounds to the left side of his torso, both fired at close range, with one round entering just below the ribcage and traveling inward and slightly upward, damaging internal organs, while the second entered higher along the side of his chest, passing through soft tissue before lodging deeper within the body. However, for the weapon recovered from him was a semi-automatic pistol, later identified as a 9mm handgun, and further examination showed it still contained a partially loaded magazine, with 2 rounds missing, matching the shots seen in the CCTV footage, while the bullets recovered during the autopsy were consistent with 9x19mm rounds, their shape and markings allowing forensic teams to link them directly back to the weapon.
Damn.
In the end, the suspect would only be sentenced to 5 years after pleading not insane and arguing that he was acting in self-defense during the incident. Once again, we have a Patreon with uncensored and raw footage. Link in the description.
That nigga killed this nigga, got 5 years.
Cause he crazy, probably. Nigga, you know he a homeless nigga.
That's crazy.
Nigga homeless as hell.
No, I'm going to jail just to get that nigga.
Just to Wait a second, Wolf. Hold on.
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
Fucking dead, man. I'm catching a charge. I know what jail he in. Alright. That's what I need. What charge I need to get in there? I'm on his ass.
Oh, yeah. That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
That nigga shanked up.
Pleaded not insane. That nigga lucky as fuck. 5 years to smoke a nigga? Nigga, I guess it was happening after him, huh?
Man, what nigga somebody he self-defense? What? Bro, you went up on him with a knife. It's on video.
Bro, what? Damn. Okay, last one. We got 2. We got Kira leads his day to a secret dungeon, and then we got armed man target Cinco de Mayo crowd.
You gotta see. I gotta see about the dungeon.
I know you don't like the dungeon.
Is that a black woman?
I hope not. TikTok
This is night.
about us. They said
she probably ended.
She probably what?
Probably ending.
Shit, maybe. Hold on, yo.
I need to see a quick picture of her. But she looked black in the footage.
Alright, hold on, y'all. See what our shit did. Damn, our shit just went up. I didn't have a chat over here. I checked them on my phone. Niggas like, y'all niggas sleepy. They said, damn, go to sleep, Unc. What that shit say? Hold on. The damn light in the way.
Say hola.
Hola.
What up with it?
Yo, we about to get back into watching all this crazy shit. Oh damn, we got 430 likes. Hey, shout out to the 430 likes we got. We got one gift. Hey, we got a diamond. Hey, shout out to the diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Hey, what is it?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
We don't know what the diamonds do, but we gon' fuck with it, bro. Shout out to y'all for sending the diamonds. Hold on. Yeah, nigga. Y'all send the Galaxy, niggas start breakdancing. Come on, Galaxy.
I spin on my head.
Nigga, I do a backflip in this motherfucker. I don't know how much that worth. Hopefully that shit's a lot. But yeah, let's see this fucking killer taking the motherfucker to a dungeon. Over or under is it? I think she black.
She might be. I don't know, nigga. We gotta see. I already gave my kid.
All right, fuck it, y'all. Where she
This is
we don't know.
19-year-old Cade Robinson leaving
Cade,
a bar with her
black
date,
as fuck.
unaware that these are the last hours of her life.
God damn it, Cade.
While she's been enjoying the chance to meet
K-Bo,
someone
that shit
new,
is fucked up,
her
ain't
date
it?
has been
I know,
focused
hold on,
on
we gotta give him a
something
mod.
darker, far darker.
Where my phone at? I'm gonna add him as a
And
mod on
just
YouTube.
minutes from now, he'll put that plan into motion. What happens next will lead Milwaukee police into one of the most disturbing investigations of their careers.
Sick motherfuckers out there.
That's gnarly, bro. But just a bone. Ah, shit. It just on the lake there. You found what down there? A lake. Human lake.
It's a rainy afternoon in Milwaukee County when police receive a request for a welfare check on a missing teenager. 19-year-old Cade Robinson reportedly went on a date the previous evening and hasn't been seen since.
Miss Robinson, Milwaukee Police, please answer the door. We're gonna come in otherwise.
I don't get anything.
Nobody's seen her since the date.
Cade is just 1 month away from graduating with a degree in criminal justice and has plans to join the Air Force. She is ambitious, hardworking, and punctual. So when she failed to show up for her shift at the local pizza shuttle, her co-workers knew something was very wrong. It has been less than 12 hours since Cade was last heard from, but her disappearance is troubling officers for unusually disturbing reasons. Earlier that day, a harrowing 911 call had come through to the Milwaukee Sheriff's Office.
We're about to sign by the golf course. Okay. What's going on there? No, we just on the lake there. It's on the lake, down by the lake on the clay. You found a what down there? A lake, human lake.
The call has come from a remote stretch of beach on the Lake Michigan shoreline, right below a rocky area of woodland called Warnemont Park. As officers arrive, they find a man waiting at the scene who tells the officers he was walking with a friend when something caught his eye halfway up the bluff.
They walked down the esker from Sheridan.
Nigga said I got a weird meaning. Why? Because she got a spider web?
Rough day on the beach. As they were walking, that flat shit. Like
Then you got kind of worried, and I got caught in the
approximately where the end of that stick, that branch is.
Get back that shit, nigga.
They saw that.
So back up on the hill, kind of?
Yeah. Okay. So it was about, I don't know, maybe 7 feet. 7 feet east on the rock. I moved it just for evidence purposes.
Hang on, we'll talk to you some more.
They don't like the post or some shit.
The leg appears to have been cleanly sawn off at the hip. The victim is a young African-American female. Disturbingly, there is still pink nail polish on her toes.
If it's up on the hill, like you said, I mean, waves aren't going that high. That's somebody killed and dumped over.
Just clear the air, make sure there's not the rest of her up there. That's gnarly, bro. Yeah. Did you find one before? Or just a bone? Ah, shit.
I mean, this look well preserved. That's what I was saying. Like, it looks like doesn't look that old. You know what I mean?
Officers have already made two important observations. The body part was not washed ashore, but thrown down from the wooded area above the beach. And whatever happened here occurred just hours ago. Both suspicions will prove correct. 10 miles from the discovery on the lakefront, a young woman has been reported missing, and her burnt-out Honda Civic was found on an abandoned property. While the vehicle has sustained heavy damage, some key evidence does remain. The registration plate belonging to Cade Robinson, the missing teen. Inside the trunk, her purse, shoes, and items of clothing. Police now have a missing woman, a burned-out vehicle, and a severed body part, enough for the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Department to launch a homicide investigation. While forensic teams begin scouring the lakeshore for remains, investigators arrive at the Robinson family home to break the tragic news to Cade's family. It is a routine first step in any investigation, but things are about to take a turn that no one anticipated. Cade's sister tells officers that she and Cade share the Life 360 app, a location sharing app which tracks an individual's location with greater precision than any cell phone data. It could prove a crucial lead for detectives, and just as they hoped, the app provides the exact map of Cade's every move the night she vanished. Together with surveillance footage pulled from each of her locations, officers now have a complete account of her every last moment. This is Cade Robinson leaving for work on the morning of April the 1st. That afternoon, she exchanges several texts with a man she met just 3 days earlier, Maxwell Anderson, an insurance salesman turned bartender. Max met Cade when she applied for a job at the club where he works. By 5 p.m., they've settled on what seems to be the perfect location for a first date, the Twisted Fisherman, a restaurant overlooking the Menominee River. But by the time Cade arrives, wind and rain have emptied the riverside patio. She checks her hair and then enters the bar, where she greets Maxwell at the counter. At 33, Maxwell is considerably older than Cade, and he's made no secret of his interest in her. As investigators review the footage, several unsettling details catch their attention. Max seems distant, rarely looking at Cade or engaging with her directly. It could be nerves or something more concerning. Still, by the time they leave, the date seems to be going smoothly enough for them to continue on to a nearby sports bar. CCTV footage captures them walking toward Duke's on Water. They order drinks and play beer pong with another couple, two people just like them, enjoying their Friday night. Cade, at least, seems to be having a good time, but that, of course, is because she has no idea who Maxwell really is. While one team of investigators pores over surveillance footage, another is digging into Maxwell's past, and what they uncover is disturbing. Maxwell has a lengthy criminal record, including convictions for battery, assault, and domestic abuse. More troubling still, just months earlier, a woman had filed a complaint alleging that Max drugged her during a dinner date and then aggressively pressured her to go home with him. She had been so ill, she called a friend to come and collect her. They don't know it yet, but investigators have only scratched the surface. At this point, however, the information is not enough to conclude that he is capable of murder. Surveillance footage shows that at 9 p.m., Cade makes a fateful decision. She leaves the bar with Maxwell. They walk towards his car, their behavior unremarkable to anyone who might pass them. Maxwell briefly puts his hand on her waist as they cross the street, then drive together to Maxwell's house on the south side of the city. At around 9:25 p.m., a doorbell cam captures them arriving. Over the next few hours, faint silhouettes move back and forth on the upper floor, Maxwell's living room. The movement continues for several hours, during which time officers can only hope the date is panning positively, a hope far removed from the gruesome truth they'll learn just hours from now. The time is now 12 a.m. on April the 2nd, the same day the severed leg would be found on the shore of Lake Michigan. Footage captures two brief flashes as Cade unlocks her car, then drives in the direction of her apartment. But this is where things take a strange turn. Instead of driving home, surveillance cameras capture her driving aimlessly. The next 2 hours, her Honda Civic moves between random locations, the windows fogged with condensation. Then, just before 3 a.m., the car changes course and begins to move away from the city. Officers soon realize where it's headed, to the western shore of Lake Michigan and Warmount Park. At 2:52 a.m., Cade's Life 360 shows her arriving at that park, where all movement stops. Her phone goes dead at 4:30 a.m. But why has she gone to this spot in the first place? Investigators pulled surveillance footage from a nearby pump house. What they see next is spine-chilling. Grainy footage shows the dark silhouette of a man approaching the bluff. Whoever it is, they are dragging something heavy across the rocks towards the lake. 90 minutes later, the shadowy figure appears again. This time, he's headed back towards the tree line, and he's carrying a large backpack. For investigators, identifying the man in the footage is clearly the key to uncovering who is responsible for Cade's death. Investigators return to the doorbell footage from Maxwell's apartment. Only one figure can be seen leaving that night. Officers assume it was Cade, but a far darker reality is now taking hold. Perhaps it wasn't Cade at all. Perhaps she never left the house, or at least not alive. The only way for officers to determine this is by accessing Maxwell's house. While they wait for the warrant to be processed, detectives canvass the neighborhood for witnesses and quickly uncover disturbing new information. Neighbors describe seeing Maxwell regularly digging in his yard, supposedly part of an underground room he was building. One neighbor tells detectives Maxwell's basement windows are permanently covered over with newspaper and what looks like painter's tarp. Each new detail is painting an increasingly troubling picture. But if anyone knows the truth about what goes on in that house, it is Maxwell's tenant, Pete Warbington, who rents the middle floor. Detectives bring him in for an interview.
Is there anything out of place or weird that you find down in the basement?
I just thought he was always a dirty guy, you know. When I go down there in the basement, the only thing that's really out of place, you know, he's got a bunch of tools and stuff everywhere, a bunch of paint everywhere, but it's always been that way.
Okay.
I didn't really notice anything in the basement since then that would be considered odd. I just thought he was an odd dude. He's always working on, like, arts and crafts, not arts and crafts, but, like, home he calls it home improvement, but he's obviously no good at it. And he would just do that constantly, building weird stuff, or, you know, he built that shelf that's above our washer and dryer out of, like, a door or something. And so he was always constantly doing, like, arts and crafts and stuff, and, you know, in the basement, as far as the basement goes, that's just how it's always looked. Okay. So I never thought anything of it. It's his house, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean, like, an odd person? Like, what character? Like you said, just like the woodworking kind of stuff?
Just the woodworking, and, like, he'd be building all this stuff, and he was constantly hammering, like, in his attic. I know that he did some work up there, and that was one of my biggest grievances with him, and it's like, I don't want to work all day, and then come home and hear you beating on stuff. You know, and that's my biggest grievance. And it's like, well, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm building a shelf for over our laundry. Like, you didn't need to do that. That's so weird. There's a 5-panel shelf right next to the washer and dryer that you're not even using.
Yeah, what's the big old hole?
He says he was gonna turn that into a shed with, like, a basement. And they said, like, when it gets cold in the winter, that's where I was gonna keep my dogs. And I'm like, this is the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life. You don't, like, you know, and he did do the fence around, and I appreciate that. Having a dog, you know, I like a fenced-in yard, and he did good with that. And I think that just kind of amped his head up to do all this other stuff, and he's got all these ideas and stuff. And, that was supposed to be some kind of subterranean hole for his dogs, and then in the top it was going to be storage for lawn stuff or whatever. That was his idea. And then there's another hole going, like, back to the garage. He said he was going to do an outdoor bar there. And the guy's just weird, man. He had all these weird ideas that you just, as a normal person, you look at that and you're like, that's never going to work. You know what I mean?
It's not much to go on, but the very next day, a woman will step forward with information that will place Maxwell squarely as the detective's prime suspect.
There's just one thing that I thought was really odd. So on Instagram, March 28th, he sent me this video.
Maxwell's ex-girlfriend shows police a video he had sent her on Instagram. It's CCTV footage of a suitcase containing the dismembered body of a young woman killed hours earlier by her Tinder date.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. That's pretty fucking weird.
What did you say to it? He said, please be careful out there. because he was upset I was dating other people, and I said, that's fucked, and I didn't want to talk about it. He's like, yeah, sad, I'll leave you alone now, starting now, because I didn't want to talk to him.
Meanwhile, another friend tells the police that just a month before meeting Cade, he saw Maxwell's basement covered from floor to ceiling in plastic, with saws and knives scattered around. Maxwell told them he planned to kill and dismember someone there, but the friend had dismissed it as another one of his strange antics. For officers, however, this is all sounding far more sinister. On April the 12th, 2 days after Sade's disappearance, a team of officers arrive at Maxwell's house with a search warrant, while another unit tracks his movements. But as soon as they begin tailing him, he turns and starts heading home. With few other options, officers intercept him 2 blocks from his house under the pretense of a traffic violation, and they arrest him.
32 head to southbound Hampton on, 45 southbound Hampton on for Apollo, return for highway versus Apollo.
Nothing cutting, sir?
Gonna get away scot-free.
Hollywood, pussy.
What's going on?
Somebody just radio it. 124 dispatch. Stop.
Dirty shit.
32, are you on the scene?
Damn, they got me.
Throughout the ride, Maxwell stays calm but looks visibly shaken, as if trying to work out why he's been arrested. He's taken into custody at the Milwaukee police station and escorted into an interrogation room, where he requests a lawyer and never speaks to detectives again.
Just take his 2 jackets, boots, belt, boots. You have anything in your pockets?
No.
You might just stand up real quick and double check the pockets. Just makes it with me.
His strategy will do nothing to help his case, however. While Maxwell awaits in the county jail, investigators are busy combing through his apartment and downloading the contents of his phone. But here again, things are about to take an unexpected turn. Detectives searching the apartment are stunned to find no evidence of a crime scene, but all the appearances of one. In fact, this will be one of the most disturbing residences these veteran officers will ever encounter. Bladed weapons are in every room. Machetes, axes, knives, 51 blades in the kitchen alone. Blood spatters are visible on the walls, bedding, and flooring. In the basement, officers uncover a makeshift sex dungeon, complete with hidden rooms, slings, restraints, handcuffs, and torture devices. Shelves and drawers contain surgical gloves, duct tape, zip ties, and plastic sheeting. Most disturbing are the things hidden out of sight, stuffed between support beams and inside walls. Notepads listing women's contact details and personal information. Bags of women's clothing, shoes, and underwear. Ledgers full of twisted fantasies. And in the garden, investigators find signs of Maxwell's interest in digging. But it looks nothing like construction work. Yet, for all its horrors, none of it directly ties Maxwell to Sade's murder. The blood is later determined to be canine. None of the knives test positive for Sade's DNA. There is no sign of a cleanup operation. However sinister this house may be, it's not enough to lay charges, and officers find themselves back at the drawing board. CCTV has provided investigators with every major breakthrough so far, and now they turn back to it once again. Someone drove Sade's car away from the beach that night before setting it on fire. But who? Investigators zero in on the area where her burnt-out car was found. Two witnesses have just seen a car on fire and asked someone to call the fire department, but officers quickly notice one other person in the footage. The unknown figure is wearing a hoodie and carrying a heavy backpack. He moves quickly, like he's trying to distance himself from the scene. A moment later, he reaches a bus stop and boards a city bus. The next footage comes from a camera inside that bus. A man's face comes clearly into view. Maxwell Anderson.
What about you?
It is powerful circumstantial evidence, but without a crime scene or DNA evidence and still nothing connecting him to her death, not enough. There is, however, one last piece of evidence that investigators have yet to examine, and it's about to provide detectives with the proof they need. When forensic technicians download the contents of Maxwell's phone, they discover dozens of images taken shortly after midnight on April the 2nd. Images of Cade that he had taken and deleted. At 12:04 a.m., Maxwell takes the first photo of the woman. She is lying face down on his couch, incapacitated, an arm over her face. In images that follow, she is in various states of undress. A white male's hands can be seen groping her. As he is taking photos, Maxwell has turned on an episode of the series Love, Death, and Robots. It features a dismembered corpse on a beach. Detectives have just one last thing to do. On April the 4th, Maxwell Anderson is charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilation of a corpse, and arson. In the days leading up to his trial, human remains continue to wash up along the shores around Milwaukee.
Milwaukee County 911, this is Brian. What is the location of your emergency?
Hi, this is Oak Creek. I have a caller on the line. She is going to be on the beach. If you and advise that she is out with a deceased body or body parts.
Okay.
It looks like the back and the butt and an arm.
A foot is found not far from the burned-out Honda Civic. Nearly a month later, an arm washes up on a beach in Waukegan, Illinois. All the remains have since been identified as belonging to Cade Robinson. During his trial, prosecutors argue that Maxwell's fast and confident actions that night suggested extensive planning. The evidence on his phone suggests Cade Robinson was drugged at his home before he killed her and drove away in her vehicle. The lack of any blood evidence in her car suggests that she was dismembered on the beach during the 90-minute window in which Maxwell was out of view of any cameras. He has not been connected to any further homicides. On June the 6th, 2025, a jury found Maxwell Anderson guilty on all counts. He was sentenced to life in prison. To this day, he protests his innocence.
Fuck no.
I would like to start by saying that from the bottom of my heart, my deepest and most sincere condolences go out to Cade's family, as well as everyone else affected by this tragedy. That being said, Your Honor, I took this to trial without ever once trying to make a plea deal of any kind, because I did not commit these crimes. And so I plan to appeal my convictions while I hope and pray that further investigations not only prove my innocence, but find and deliver true justice.
Nigga want fortune.
In September of 2024, a mural of Cade Robinson was painted near the entrance of the Pizza Shuttle, where she once worked.
People grabbing a slice at Pizza Shuttle on the east side will notice something new. A mural of 19-year-old Cade Robinson, a face that regulars would recognize.
Wanted better for herself, she wanted better for me. And she was looking to join the Air Force, so she had been meeting with recruiters. That's how much she wanted to do everything that she dreamed of doing. Seeing her live her life as such a hard worker who never let anything stop her, I knew that she would want me to do that after I lost her, that she would want me to keep living. And so I'm gonna remember her by following in her footsteps and fill the hole that she left, although I know I can never live up to anywhere near her shoes.
we would like to extend our most sincere condolences to the friends and family of Cade Robinson.
Dirty motherfucker.
Oh, you sick, twisted motherfuckers. Bro, this shit's fucked up, bro. And don't get that sick ass dude the appeal, bro. He needs to stay where he at. He just needs to go. Stay where the fuck he at. Bro. Stay where the fuck he at. Alright,
you wrong for that shit. Whatever the fuck his name was. Bitch ass nigga, you wrong for that.
Dirty motherfucker.
Way older than that girl.
Bro.
You gonna go do that shit.
Sick ass nigga. Bro. But that shit out of pocket, chat. But alright, y'all. That's it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back on this motherfucker. Trying to get on here a little bit earlier tomorrow.
Yeah, that shit on, bro.
Shit. Alright, for sure. We'll be back tomorrow, chat. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. This is the Real Honesty Network, Real Honesty Reactions.
Yeah.
We in this bitch. Guess what, motherfuckers?
You're welcome.
And guess
Couple of great sodas.
a couple of great sodas, man. Hey, we in this motherfucker. So guess what? Y'all better
put some respect on my name.
On both of our names, man.
Hey, say Giovanni.
Please hit that sub for Giovanni. We in here every night. We stream every night. So
every night,
every day. Podcast, food shows, all that shit. We got some fly shit on Saturday for y'all too. So pay attention to the community tab. Scan the QR code. Join the motherfucking Discord for all the updates and the fly shit we doing. We on this motherfucker every day, man. Help us. We just got monetized. But yep, we'll be back mañana. Y'all don't end up on Midwest Safety. Y'all don't end up on none of this shit. True crime, Midwest, all that dumb shit. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night, niggas. Niggas.
Get the money, make it
See y'all
feel.
later.
Yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown.
God damn, that's loud.
Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip. Yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Everybody got something to say in the background. Niggas throw rocks and hide their hands, they ain't tough now. Kobe in the clutch every time they wanna act foul. Exotic weeds, out of packs, only smoking on loud. Go to Vegas, catch a flight, nigga, I put my feet up. Sliding down the strip, nigga throwing threes and peas up. Out with my bitch and she swear I'm doing 3 months. You gotta be this way when you tryna run some ends up. Driving like a storm, had the Charlie burnt her whole clutch. Yellow coupe in the sun, nigga, I'm tryna turn up. Hit her engine growling every corner when I pull up. Slapping Mag Dre in the whip, tryna go down. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.
You a hating ass nigga, why you mad at the bitch? Go outside about the bitch, cause she choosing the shit. Ayy, watch how you choosing the bitch, end up losing the bitch. Now you boo-hooing shit, ayy. Oh, green ass, trick off, crying ass. Where you going off, stalking ass nigga with your talking ass? I'm a walking ass, standing on 10 ass nigga. L's gon' come, count the wins, little nigga, ayy. Yup, point is, run it to the ceiling. Hit the hoe, split the hoe, stay up at your feelings. If you get it, you get it. Dream chasing, I don't want no dealings.
Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud. Get the money, make it flip, yes, I got a stack now. You know I had to call a play, score a winning touchdown. Can't hear no hating ass nigga in the background. Every time a nigga start hating, they wanna act loud.